We like to touch on this topic every once in a while.
We
right?
do.
It's important to stay fresh.
In times like these.
Mm-hmm. So
tequila scented hand sanitizer.
Just make sure it doesn't have methanol in it, because that shit's poisonous.
Oh no, this is ethanol, or that's what it says it is, but I wasn't going to put it in my mouth.
Line in the sand is being drawn.
I
know.
Socializing.
Listen. We could talk about eugenics till the cows come home, but
until the exact appropriate breed of cows come home.
We are gathered here. Oh God!
Beautifully said.
Holsteins only, motherfuckers.
I didn't know it was possible, but Tanner is now starting this game with a point of inspiration.
Oh no!
All right. Last time, is everybody good to go?
Oh yeah,
as good as we'll be.
Topped off. Where we were before, where we ended last time was you guys just defeated the Tentamort on the second floor of the Thistletop dungeon.
Hell yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We. It totally wasn't one person.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think one person carried us
and
all.
Vanya. I think Vanya froze it.
Yeah, I think Vanya froze it. Very well. Several of you opened very menacing doors that were in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was clutch.
My skills.
Some of you witnessed your unassuming and very polite etiquette instructor go a little bit berserk when confronted with this weird kind of alien-esque octopus creature that punctured him and attempted to poison and devour him.
It was quite a ghastly brute.
Yeah, a hulking ghastly. He just went full Hulk mode. And
I was referring to the tentacle thing, but yeah.
Oh, well, you both. I certainly was not. What else? You guys explored a little bit more of this cavern. You discovered many desiccated goblin and seagull remains. It looks like any creature that probably has wandered in here over the last year, or charged in here to slay the Tentamort has just been sort of sucked dry of its essence, and slurped up good. And you were able to find some magical hide armor, I believe. I
think I took that, right? Because it was better than my chain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically offers the same amount of protection as your banded mail or whatever you had on, but you could tell this would be much easier to maneuver around in.
Also, I think it gives you a bonus to stealth or something like that, right?
I think you just don't get the armor check penalty from it.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought since it was hide armor, it might be easier to, sneak around in.
All right, Tanner has lost his point of inspiration. It's now removed. I hope it was worth it. Seems like you're enjoying it enough for everybody. Okay, and I think that's where we left off. You guys get the sense that you have fully explored this floor of the Thistletop dungeon. You will recall that you descended below previously. In your human minds, this is 3 months ago, but in your characters' minds, this was yesterday that you were downstairs fighting Nualia and Lyria Kenja, and that there were some other halls and doorways that you had not yet opened and explored.
Cardi looks up at everyone and says, "Well, we should probably be heading downstairs then. Don't think there's much more to do. I didn't realize that we could be fighting that monster, but you seem to have made short work of it."
Indeed, thank you. Where's the stairs?
Follow me, and Cardi will escort them to where we went down last time.
I think I got them all. I imagine she's just kind of standing around with a couple of really decrepit, dried out ears in her hands, looking around for more.
Oh God, yeah. You're collecting these goblins' ears too?
How many ears do we get? I should probably make a note of this.
That's actually a good point. Let me look and see. I don't think there's like an actual number. There may be.
So what you're saying is there is 1d4 goblins in here.
It sounds like there are 1d4 goblins in there.
Why are we mutilating the goblins?
Money.
Well,
There's a reward
No,
for
there are.
ears.
There are you can discern 6 dead goblins there.
12 ears.
Each body is literally skin and bones, as if all the interior organs and muscles have somehow been drained away, leaving behind skeletons draped with leathery, slowly rotting skin.
Mhm.
So,
Cool.
Also, the preservative effects of these caverns are interesting.
Cardi speaks back towards Eugene and says, the stable master, he has a bounty out for goblin ears. In case you forgot, he decorated the shop with them.
Grizzly.
I got him.
The man hates the goblins, so who can blame him?
Yes, I can imagine.
This way, I think this way is downstairs. And Cardi goes back to this room. I think this is where we went downstairs before.
You think that's Grizzly? Did you look at yourself when you changed?
those stairs go up.
Oh. Is the downstairs over
The ones
at
that
the
we
entrance?
went to were in the hidden room.
Yes,
Hey.
you will recall. Yeah, you will recall that that through those 2 rooms and in the hidden room, there were a number of Thessalonian artifacts and things that have been being plumbed from the lowest floor, Thistletop Fortress.
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah,
going
go
to
this way.
start you guys out on the stairs.
Oh, that works.
There we go.
And I gotta put Eugene down there. And I have to remove Damon. Yeah, Matt, Eugene, this is the first time you've ever seen this, but down here you can tell that the rooms are very slightly canted downwards. That you think that anything toward the western end is slightly downhill, and that anything on the eastern end attacking would have a very minor combat advantage if they were attacking somebody who's just slightly lower than them. And I'd mentioned that before, but that's a good reminder for everybody as well.
Out of curiosity, I assume that the left side of my screen is the east.
Yeah, we'll run it that way. Yeah,
what?
Nisa. Huh?
Left is east.
I'm sorry, left is
Left.
west.
West.
East,
Oh, okay.
north, south.
Yeah.
Ostensibly.
Yeah, we're doing. I always assume we're looking at things in north, south, east, west way. Yeah, there's some hidden stairs down here that your companions lead you to, and you discover a bunch of really, really incredibly decrepit dungeon rooms, and the temperature down here feels weirdly different than the floors above. It feels like perfectly comfortable down here in an odd way. It's like 10 degrees difference. It doesn't just feel like you went down into like a basement where it's just moderately cool. It feels almost perfectly temperate.
What do you think, Cardi? Some sort of spell to maintain the ambient temperature?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna detect magic and see if I notice any magical auras.
Okay.
Just
You
scan the
do
room.
detect a faint magical aura, just sort of pervasive throughout every like wall and facet of this room.
Can I identify it with the 23?
That's
which
a
would
good
be
roll.
Taking a 10. So
I would aid and bump you up to a 25.
It just reveals a faint transmutation aura, and you get the sense you don't know of any spell that does this exact thing, but you definitely realize between the two of you this is some creature comfort type spell that has caused this entire floor to remain at like 60 degrees Fahrenheit perfectly. And you can tell that it's an incredibly strong one to have lasted as long as it has. I mean, this appears to be like a Thessalonian ruin, thousands of years old, and the spell has remained intact this entire time.
Their
It
wonders
seems to be
never cease.
Damn.
some sort of permanence, I guess. I'm very curious to know more about it, but I think it's as old as the ruins itself. But it is just rather a comfort spell. Hopefully, nothing to be worried about.
Is it possible that the tentacled monster could have some sort of master?
Not after all this time.
Yeah. Would we know about the Tentamort? Like,
Could I roll something to that?
Whatever I think you had rolled fairly well before, and you guys had discerned that the Tentamort is this like magical aberrant creature that was probably drawn to that like cave at water level, mostly because that it's the conditions were like ideal for it. Excuse me. But looking at the surrounding architecture, you didn't get the sense that this was like a den designed for a Tentamort.
Okay.
So it may have been drawn to the magic in this place, but it would be a strange pet to keep. But he didn't have a dog collar on with his name and a phone number or anything. So
We forgot to loot the body.
can't say for certain.
I think we did loot the body, just didn't have anything on it.
Yeah, it's a beast. It's got
This
tentacles.
piece of leather says slimy on it. Huh, I wonder if that's a name.
It's probably technically it's probably technically edible. So
Be careful, Carity. That was the trap door room, right? With the things, and she kind of make a slashing motion with her sword.
Yes.
you guys will recall that that they had what do they call it?
Disabled?
Disabled?
Yeah, thank you. They disabled the trap when your Auric Van Kaskerkin was approaching, and he had led you guys through it. And there was like a switch in the control room where you'd fought Noalia, and you had heard it like clunk, so that it was closed. But yeah, you will recall that this square here seemed to be the one that was trapped in some capacity.
Vanya is busy scribbling notes about the architecture and these statues.
And this room had the cat claw marks from before.
Yes. Well, I can refresh your guys' memory. 2 pillars support the ceiling in here. In many places, the stone walls, floor, and ceiling are caked with ancient grime and soot. Alcoves in the north and south walls contain partially damaged statues of a man in robes clutching a book and a glaive. The entire room is canted toward the west, and whatever ancient upheaval caused the complex to tilt knocked the statues from their bases so that now they lean against the western walls of their alcove. That's the end of the description.
Which they've handily given us in the visual description by putting the statues directly on the center of their pedestals and in complete form.
I think the statues are to the north and south. I think that's what these little...
he was just saying they're very not leaning against any walls in the picture, but they're described as leaning against the walls.
Thank goodness that they're not good at making good maps.
That's true. Cardi opens the door and sort of gestures forward.
I think these are all still open, right? Like, I know how you guys feel about doors. Nobody's going to close a door.
Yeah. So this trap is disabled. I can walk through this.
Convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Sorry, what'd you say?
The trap is disabled and I can walk through it.
Nobody has reset it to your knowledge.
Okay, yeah.
Surprise!
Yeah. As you walk over it, there's a click and nothing happens.
And this one I'm standing on, you're saying that one was the trap, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's move along.
Well, it wouldn't be proper etiquette if I didn't at least stand on it and give the trap a reasonable opportunity to object to my presence.
Yes. Give it the good old academy try.
I've given it a good jumping and nothing. So.
Cardi, you advance to the door that you had seen before, where Lyria Kenja's familiar had previously been before you guys impromptu barbecued it. And as you open it, you just see a small passage leading to a door to the south, hinting at deeper deeper pathways through Old Thistletop.
Yeah, Cardi looks into this room real quick and is like, yeah, this is where we took care of Lyri and Himalaya, but down there to the south we haven't explored there yet. But I'm not brave enough to do it myself, so if one of y'all wouldn't mind, I'd be greatly appreciative.
Actually, Eugene, Roymond and Eugene, would you please join me in the next in the patio?
Oh boy.
As you guys are advancing down here, Roymond, you had experienced something like this before, and you had gotten the sense that some presence in Old Thistletop had sensed your oracular nature and your connection to the divine, and that you had received this vision and almost sort of like a warning of portents coming to a head with Nualia. And at the same as you come down here again, you feel it kind of even stronger, this just presence in your mind hinting at danger and something remarkably foul that you hadn't quite been able to put a name on before. But it's like all your senses are screaming that there is something dark and dangerous down here. Eugene, as you enter this area as well, you hear a whispering in your mind, and you just hear it whispering, "Free me, Dark One." And as soon as you hear it, this presence sort of overtakes your mind, and you get the sense that there is some deep dark entity in here, and it is interested in you in the same way that you might be interested in gaining power in these crypts. It needs to make a deal. It wants something from you, and it might be willing to give you something in return. And I think we can go back up. Did you guys move to the table?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where the
It was
games
wrong.
are.
Yeah, fair enough.
We left
yeah,
poor
not
Matt
by our
in
own
the kitchen,
volition.
though.
Yeah.
We didn't inform him.
It was suggested by Whitney.
Don't say anything. Let's see how long it takes. Oh, he ruined it.
I was just about to grab him too.
You ruined it.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
I ruined it.
I just imagine him doing the John Travolta thing in the kitchen.
It's just like, where is everybody?
I did do that.
Yeah.
We are literally in one room over.
Well, I know now.
I'm not, my Discord channel isn't fancy enough to have a this is basically the breakfast nook.
Yeah. I hang out in the kitchen, and then people join, and then Walker moves everybody up to the table because that's
Kitchen's where it's at, yo.
Yeah,
The
you guys see
table?
small
Yeah,
hallway.
generally.
The small hallway and a door leading deeper into this crypt, into this ruin.
Did anyone hear something?
No, but this sure gives me the creeps.
I don't know.
I mean, I just heard your voice.
Certainly that. Not what I meant. Interesting. Good. Never mind. This place gives me the creeps also.
The mutagen dulls my senses.
Shouldn't it be like the opposite of that though? Like,
it enhances my physical capabilities, but I'm somewhat less perceptive.
Maybe you should adjust that.
I've been experimenting with a few variations of it.
Sure.
It hardens my skin, lengthens my limbs, and increases my fast motor responses.
Hard to argue with that.
You say to the large fucking gangly version of you.
I imagine her looking like what's the Death Note creature?
Oh, I was gonna say like Slender Man, but yeah.
Yes, well, they're both similar, like with the really long arms that like almost reach the floor with like the big claws and shit.
Yeah, it's definitely a Mr. Hyde type situation.
Yeah, pretty ghastly.
I would say be on your guard. Got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I pull out my my little liquid ice flask so that I can prepare to cast some attack spells.
Yeah, I've got my crossbow in one hand and I'm ready to whip out a bomb from my bandolier.
I cast shield on myself.
Okay. How long does that last?
That's a good question. How the fuck do I figure that out?
I think it only lasts like a minute or so.
Oh, damn it.
1 minute.
Shield was the one that. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
Is it 1 minute per level?
5e.
Yep.
Or is it 1 minute period? Okay, so it's 4 minutes. All right.
Which is a lot.
Did we fight anything else last session?
No.
Because my spell sheet says that I've cast 2 spells, but I can't for the life of me think of what they would have been.
I don't think you cast any spells.
Yeah.
You probably just didn't
Yeah, I
reset
don't
it.
think so.
No?
I don't think.
What'd you say?
I don't think we.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna clear that out because I'm pretty sure we've slept since then.
Yeah, it must be a leftover from 3 months ago.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking too.
You see a door to the south.
Yeah,
there's the door. Excuse me, you.
Certainly.
I will kind of reach and open the door. I think I'm gonna have my spear out.
So that door is open already. Cardi already opened that one. There's there's a hallway down to another door.
Well, I can't see in there.
You can't?
No.
He doesn't have a light source.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
you have
shine
one?
my dagger,
or
I hold my dagger up over his head so
Sure.
that he can have some lighting.
Okay. Do you actually have a torch, or are you?
I do, but I do not have it out.
Okay.
Both of my hands are on a spear, so that.
So I don't need to do anything then.
Yes. No.
I much prefer. I like this image of Vanya standing over him with this glowing dagger from behind to light his way.
With a long, gangly arm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely 2 spaces over and still have
Yeah.
I might get that long arms thing.
I kind of wave you on, Vanya. I don't say anything, and I will peek around the corner into the room if I can.
You can peek around the corner. You just slowly shift this ancient door, and it creaks a bit as you open it up. But you're able to peer through. Do halflings have low light vision? I feel like they would, but that might be a hobbit.
So.
I don't think so.
Not that I can see.
Well, in any case, it's perfect dark in here, and you can see very little through the light bleeding in. You get the sense that if there is any creature in here,
they would have attacked me already.
Any amount of light would be incredibly noticeable. But nothing attacks you.
I'm going to gesture for one of our 2 fighty gentlemen to proceed.
Yes, I'll follow.
In front of.
Actually, his microphone's really helping with my immersion now.
Oh, you hear the room in there. Matt, don't change a thing.
Matt, tailor your surroundings to our experience.
Yeah, no problem. As long as we don't go underwater. Set.
Well, then you can just move farther away from the microphone.
Yeah.
I'll be speaking in Murloc the whole
I can
time.
make some. I
Matt,
brought
you've
this
got a
on
torch,
myself.
don't you?
Yeah, I do actually. How do I fucking light it in the game?
I think it's 20 and 40, right? Am I
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah.
All players see light.
40-foot
I
of
just have
total
to-
light.
Oh,
20 feet
fucking,
of
that's
Yeah,
way better.
I just didn't have it added to your token.
Thank you. All right. This is an unnaturally dark room.
The southern wing of this L-shaped hallway ends at a pair. So the reason it's super dark is you're getting the sense as you move through here, especially you high intellect people, like you guys are like below water level now, and there's no windows whatsoever. This is like there. Even the minor ambient light of the previous rooms, there's nothing spilling out down here. It is dark. It is pitch black dark.
So you're saying we're underground?
Underground. The southern wing of this L-shaped hallway ends at a pair of stone doors carved with the depictions of two skeletons reaching out to clutch at a skull between them. While to the east, the hallway narrows down to frame a circular carving of what seems to be an immense stack of tens of thousands of gold coins that rise from floor to ceiling. The edges of these coins are carved with tiny spiky runes.
Oh, that looks inviting.
Yes. The light is glimmering off of these gold coins.
All right. Well, I don't trust it.
Two skeletons reaching out to clutch a skull between them, while to the east the hallway narrows down to frame a circular carving of what seems to be an immense stack of tens of thousands of gold coins that rise from floor to ceiling.
Hey, you magic-y folks, is this real? What's going on over here?
Can I tell that it's a carving of?
Seems a bit too good to be true.
It is stone, right?
It's a carving of coins. Is that what I'm getting? Sorry.
It's a carving of what seemed to be an immense stack of tens of thousands of gold coins.
Gotcha.
Can I perceive anything about the room?
Yeah, that's a good roll. As you're looking around, you can see all that, but you don't notice anything particularly interesting, except for that the spiky runes on the end of these coin carvings that are presented in this motif are totally alien to you. Admittedly, you're a Minkayan, so there's probably a lot that's alien to you, but this is unlike anything that you've ever seen. Doesn't appear to be even connected to any language.
I'm looking around the room for stone stuff because I'm dwarf.
There's some runes on these coins here. Can anyone read this?
Okay. I'm trying to figure out. So there's something on the west side of the room and something on the east side of the room. Am I correct?
There's the southern wing.
Okay, so down here.
At the bottom, that ends at a pair of stone doors carved with the depictions of two skeletons.
The coins. They're reaching for the skull, and then over here is the coins.
And then to the east are the coins.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure
fair. It's not.
I didn't parse that very well.
Put stuff on maps that you could tell what the fuck things are.
Yeah,
but they don't do it.
Yeah, do I recognize the language on the coins? Is it Thessalonian, Minkayan, Abyssal, Goblin, Giant, Terran, Undercommon, or Common?
Jesus.
Or
Common, Elven, Thessalonian, Draconic, Necro.
I know a lot of languages.
You actually do recognize this as being a similar language, as being Thessalonian in nature, but you don't recognize the runes. I would say that it's something similar to how there are like the Nordic language and the Nordic runes, like the old runes that were probably used in spellcasting of some sort, but you don't read them in the same way that you read the language they speak today.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, you would have seen those in would have seen something like them in the Catacombs of Wrath below Sandpoint that you guys had explored.
Gotcha.
Weeks prior.
I will detect magic and on the carving of coins.
You notice, or you recognize, do you need a spellcraft? You need a spellcraft. And Vanya can probably do it.
I will, yeah.
Oh wait, somebody
rolled a
clicked.
23 before.
That is not. That is not.
With your
let me
stone sense
give
as
it a
well,
shot.
Cardi, with your dwarven stone sense, you detect that there's some hollow space on the other side of this carving in the wall.
Okay.
Those are not great spellcrafts, but I think that would be enough to detect. No, it's not. You can tell it's magical, but you can't tell what type of magic it is.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have rolled.
Anybody who is beholding the carving, the gold carving, give me perceptions, please.
Damn.
Nice, Vanya.
Holy shit.
My dude.
His eyes
Vanya,
just stretch out of his head, cartoon style.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I spend my sorry.
Inspiration?
Inspiration, that's the word.
You
I was
lost
not
that.
inspired enough. Oh, okay.
You want to spend it on a nat 20?
No, not this. The previous roll.
Okay.
The spellcraft roll.
Yes. Do a. I mean, what did you roll for that?
I rolled a 14.
We rolled it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I rolled a 5 this time, so
Yeah.
you know.
I was curious.
You roll low, you roll low.
Yep. It's meant to be.
That's how it be.
Yeah. You spend your inspiration. You consider it more closely, but you're not able to actually ascertain what spell this likely was to create this, but you can definitely tell there's a magical veneer. And as you're in the process of examining it so much more closely, you notice that there's a perfect coin slot in the middle of this, where one of the coins seems to be missing, or there's like a gap between them, and it looks like it's the perfect size to slide a coin into.
There's an opening here. Do you see? And I'll indicate it with the point of my dagger. It looks like it could receive a coin or something.
Well,
I mean, would we want to do that?
Cardi is already pulling out a coin and looks over at Raymond as he says this and says,
Is this
you know what they
such a good
say,
idea?
curiosity killed the dwarf. And
Yes.
Yeah, and all his friends.
Nope, not this one. This one's going to step slightly around the corner. I believe in you.
Cardi goes to put the coin in
Maybe
the
we
slot.
should check out the door first.
Can those of us on the west side hear what's going on the east side?
Oh yeah, you could hear them talking.
Okay.
For sure.
In that case, I'm going to go over there because that sounds like a potentially bad idea.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
Cardi, you're standing there with your coin ready. Have you actually?
my coin is
it?
in my hand, and I'm like, and Raymond's trying to convince me otherwise.
I hypothesize it's some sort of donation that perhaps we're about to enter a temple, and this is where tithe would be collected.
Oh, do you? Well, maybe I guess maybe it opens the door. I don't know. I'm just feeling very.
Well, there is.
last
I mean, I
temple
can
we
tell
had-
that there's an opening here. It's just on the other side. There's more to this room, but I was
Is there
thinking that
anything
it might be a
special?
secret door.
Yep. I think it's very interesting, Cardi. Go ahead. I say,
What if
and
we
then
put
I
a goblin ear in there?
peek over the side of Eugen.
I have one. Do you need one?
Eugen's idea is to put bubble gum in the slot. Fuck it up so nobody else can put through ever.
I'm gonna try my Dave and Buster's card on it and see if maybe I can use
Eugene, I believe that it's coin shaped for a reason. I think I'm gonna try the coin. I just might
Is
be
there
a
any
better
writing
idea.
or anything to indicate what that? Oh, okay, all right, okay. Go.
Technically speaking, in equivalency, the goblin ear is a form of currency to one person in town.
Blythe is holding out a goblin ear.
Tie a string around the coin.
I think
and take it
Vanya's
back.
already put the coin in.
Cardi is like it's like
Or
in the slot,
Cardi, sorry,
fingers
yeah.
still on it, just like
Well,
waiting.
I mean,
So
as a
everyone's like-
dwarf, Cardi. I mean, I don't mean to racially profile here, but Eugen just offered an idea to like do the coin and pull it back out. I don't know. That sounds pretty nifty.
Easy come, easy go.
I mean,
Vanya's
Cardi's not like
prepared to document whatever happens.
Cardi's not like money grubbing. Like dwarves are pretty rich in this world generally.
They got there by money grubbing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you think they became rich?
Cardi puts the coin in the slot.
Okay. You put the coin in the slot, and this pillar that's covered in this immaculate carving of these stacks of gold begins to grind down into the floor. And as it does, it reveals a passage on the other side.
Look, more doors.
Oh,
Well-
sorry, I was bumping my neck.
Wow.
That was great Foley work.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing bad happened. This is just a secret door.
Well,
Cardi,
you know,
Very
I must
excellent.
admit that the
That seems
secret,
Wait,
safe.
Cardi, hold on.
the secret gold coin door certainly seems more inviting than the skull door. So I vote we go this way.
Okay.
Definitely let people who are more armored go.
You guys see a pair of you guys see sets of doors to the north, to the east, and to the south.
Oh, so many
Oh,
doors.
excellent.
like the other doors.
Well,
Your favorite.
should we flip a coin?
Do you have a
I'll
three-sided
just-
coin?
Take a listen.
I was just trying to lighten the mood. Just a joke.
We could split up in teams of 2.
How willing are you to test my autism?
I mean, I think this whole thing is just a protracted test of your autism.
Blythe pushes her ear against the east door.
Okay. You listen with your ear against this stone, but you don't really hear any movement inside. Nothing.
Well,
No
I don't
sound.
hear anything on this door. What did the other doors look like?
Oh.
She kind of looks back and forth between you
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Damon.
They look the same as the others.
Yeah, it's just another door.
Mine also looks quite like a door.
Yes, all these
They're
doors
all-
look like doors.
They're all plain though. Wow.
Well,
Nice.
With that perception check, it's definitely a door.
Yeah, you get the sense this sure is this is the doorest door you've ever seen.
Are you sure it's not painted?
But I'm assuming you're listening to the other side of it as well.
Correct.
Eugene. And while you don't hear anything specific, you get the faintest sense of some sort of rustling on the other side. That there's some sort of disturbance or presence, and like that vision that you had before, like the you just get this overwhelming sense of a presence beyond.
I can hear something behind this door. I don't know how to explain it. I don't think there's something good behind it, but
well,
there's
then let's
something.
not.
I
Let's
doubt there's
not
anything
go.
good in most areas down here.
Yeah.
It is
would
a
be a
dungeon
first.
underground.
That was inhabited by an evil cleric witch lady?
Right. When you put it like that, it seems obvious.
I mean, did you see the motif in the other room on that door?
yeah, I'm glad we chose this
How
one.
often have you seen good guys with skeletons and skulls? Yeah.
It was
Vanya
nicer
puts
than the
away her
monsters
collection of
giving
animal
birth.
bones.
Cardi looks up at Eugene and says, well, if you hear something behind the door, then chances are it might be our best option to move forward. I'd rather go and confront something than have it sneak up behind us later.
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
that's fair.
Blythe nods
I'd
and
like to
readies
kick
her
it
sword.
open.
Do I feel a similar, like, I guess he rolled really well, but do I feel a similar, like, darkness from that space?
Roll me a perception or something to get in touch with your divine nature. If you want to give me religion or maybe wisdom, something that's connected to what you feel has been speaking to you while you've been down here.
You okay
I don't
there?
think, I don't think
Sorry,
coming is going to do
I
anything.
forgot my mic was on.
Okay.
that just raises
No, I'm
more
old
questions.
and decrepit.
That's more disturbing.
I'm over 30. I can grunt whenever I move at my leisure.
Fair enough.
I can't believe you didn't play the COVID card there. You totally could have.
Oh, that would make a lot. Yeah. You should have gone with that, dude. It would have been
I
really
got
good.
the vid.
I got COVID. I'll grunt if I want to.
Roymond, as you're listening out, you don't get any particular sense coming to mind, and whatever visions or divine presence was speaking to you before, it doesn't seem to be reaching you now.
Eugen kicks open the door.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's bold.
How
There we
much
go.
strength do you need to kick open a door?
Depends if it was locked.
Roll me a fortitude check, Matt.
Well, I mean, is there a handle? I guess I should have asked that first. But...
That's too late. Your character
You
never.
open the door. You can't wait
All
till
right,
I make it till I have you roll a save to change what you did.
Now you're gonna have a broken ankle.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna figure it out.
You listened so well, you failed to read the pull sign above the door.
This is a lot like real life, actually.
Yeah. It says "Don't dead open inside." What?
All right, let's see. Where is the goddamn fortitude check? Is it in core or? Oh, wait, here we go.
Defenses.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. That's pretty good.
You feel your ancient ancestor flood your big toe with demonic energy to defend it from this terrible idea you had to kick open these stone doors that don't budge even like the remotest amount. It doesn't even echo from your stomp. It's just full shut, like you just kicked a pure stone wall.
That always works. Unbelievable. Well, anyone else got a better idea?
Have you tried pulling on it?
Oh, you think it's a pull? Oh, that's embarrassing.
Does it have a handle?
The usual process of elimination.
There's no handle. There's a crack down the middle of it that you can tell that this is indeed a door. But there do appear to be some sort of strange markings and runes on it as well.
Oh, that's us.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna push on it, but that is stuff that you'd be better off.
It's quite firmly lodged.
Cardi approaches the door and begins to read the inscriptions, I guess.
Yep.
If I can.
If we can read
spellcraft.
Okay. I will just take a 10 on this one, which is a 23.
Yeah.
Or 25 with an assist. So.
Yeah, I will assist and give you a 25.
So that is 15 plus spell level, right?
Depends on what I'm identifying. 1 second.
Chris.
Oh.
I'm pulling it up.
Man, I haven't referenced this thing in so fucking long.
I believe it's 15 spell level.
Identifying the properties of a magic item is 15 plus the item's caster level.
Caster level.
However, if you wanted to, well, it's fuzzy because you could either do that or you could do 20 plus spell level, which is deciphering a scroll.
I think that he's trying to identify the properties of magic, and with that, you're not able to discern what this is, Cardi and Vanya. You get the sense that there is like a magic inscription and presence on this, perhaps that it's been enchanted in some way, but it is beyond your comprehension.
Okay. Let me see if I have this prepared as a cantrip. I do not. I'm gonna spend one of my points to swap out a cantrip or read magic.
Okay. Read magic.
I think that'll work. 1 second. Let me see how that works. Decipher magical inscriptions on objects that would otherwise be unintelligible. Yeah, so I'm going to swap that out. So now I cast Read Magic on myself, so I can read the magic on the door.
Let's see. DC 10 plus spell level. I don't think it just automatically works. You still have to roll for it.
The Deciphering does not normally invoke the magic. It does, furthermore, once the spell is cast. Oh wait, this might not work. I don't know. It's a door with writing on it, so it's weird.
Yeah. You think that there are runes on it that are some part and parcel to like the ritual of this spell, almost like a glyph of some kind. But identifying the actual property, like what actual spell was involved, is very, very high.
Okay. Well, will this allow me, now that I have Read Magic up, can I roll Spellcraft again and just do a roll and hope for the best?
Yeah, do a roll and hope for the best.
I cast guidance on you.
Well, I didn't do well.
No.
Yeah.
I would say that with you and Vanya working on it before, you can probably tell like this is in some way locked magically, but that's as far as you're gonna get.
Okay. Well, I try to cast Open Close on it.
Yeah. As you begin to cast Open Close, you just get the sense that like it's like Dilbert just challenged the Hulk to a fist fight.
Okay.
And he gets uppercut into the stratosphere with no effort at all.
Perhaps there is another entry.
Damon, I can try again. We got the other door things.
This seems to be worded magically with some sort of spell that I can't identify, and my magic, well, at least my simple magic, isn't able to overcome it.
Okay.
Don't think.
Eugene, as you're looking over it, and I probably should have given this before because you nat 20'd, but I neglected to. As everybody's looking over it, you see that like part of it that you had taken for runes before, there appears to be like a small slot that you think looks a little reminiscent of a key hole.
Well, that's interesting.
What's interesting, Eugene?
It seems like one of these runes looks like perhaps a slot for a key. Do you see that?
Now that you pointed it out, I see it. Let me see. I have a few keys in here, and I reach into my bag, and I have a key ring from the Goblin Chief and a large iron key that we got somewhere.
I think
which
you
might have been
used
a chest, but
yeah, I think you used it on a chest before, so you can try that key here. Maybe it's for both.
I mean, I try all the keys in case any of them work.
None of them do.
Okay.
Perhaps one of the skeletons is the key, like a skeleton key. Get it?
Interesting. Very interesting. I've always been interested in crafting a skeleton key myself.
Do you suppose that the Thessalonians knew anything about puns?
I hate to inform you, but skeletons are not integral to the construction of an actual skeleton key. A skeleton key, in fact, is a key that can open many doors, not one that, has a skeleton.
Okay, so assuming Vanya is very close to a modern-day Thessalonian, I'm going to go with no to the understanding puns question.
Perhaps we might
What is a pun?
Blythe is checking the door on the east to see if it's locked.
Yes, I think that we should follow Blythe and maybe check out the other rooms, because maybe then we can find the proper key to this one. Because
maybe you can just stick a coin in it, because it worked for the door over there.
That door does not appear to be locked, Blythe. There's a handle on it and everything.
I think we can open this one by pulling. She kind of looks at her team.
Then why don't you pull it?
I will open the door.
Okay. You open the doors.
And out comes a ton of keys!
There are 100 million keys! This room contains 3 low tables, their tops covered with a strange and chilling selection of tools. Saws, long-bladed knives, and objects whose purpose is not readily apparent. The strange collection of bones lies near the southern table. Too many to be one skeleton, but too few to be two.
Oh yeah, totally unapparent. I can't piece it together.
A torture
Does
chamber,
the
or
skeleton look
perhaps a
like
medical
human,
theater.
or like it might come to life? Like, is it
You sound like
suspicious?
you're underwater, Whitney.
I do?
Yes.
A little bit.
Okay. Uno momento.
God, all of these bones could be keys. This will take forever.
Perhaps. Cardi just like looks over at Vanya and just like, I don't think they understood about the skeleton key.
Yes, although perhaps we could fashion a key out of some of the bone and use it.
Ah, the
It's a
skeleton
rather
lockpick.
durable substance.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Torture chamber or autopsy room? What skill do you want?
I think perception would be
Okay.
just fine.
Okay.
If you
I'm
want to
taking
examine the bones more closely, I would say maybe a heal, something like that.
I want to know if anything looks dangerous, like it could pose an imminent
A
threat.
30? Holy shit.
30 is very high.
Yes.
You don't see anything that looks like an imminent threat. The bones don't appear to be animating in any capacity or anything like that.
Okay.
This place looks like it was used for surgical experiments of some kind. I would say that with your 30, looking at a lot of these strange tools, while they're odd and their purpose is a bit alien to you, they do look like they could be maybe useful, maybe worth a little bit of Skrilla.
These are kind of weird things, but they seem like well crafted. Like, if we wanted to sell them, I bet someone would have a good use for them. I imagine she's kind of holding one up by a not jagged end and examining it.
Perhaps our friend back in town would like them.
Surely the fellow with the love of goblin ears could need some cutting instruments.
We know a Thessalonian scholar who might pay us a bit more than the stable keep.
Yeah, Cardi assesses the value of the stuff in the room.
Okay.
I guess
raise that shit.
I assist.
Okay. No, you don't.
Assist.
Yeah, Vanya, you think this shit is fucking worthless. Like, you think that this probably came in saran wrap with salt and pepper and napkins.
I feel like she's more concerned about taking the items out of in situ before we examine the room so much that she's like, no, don't touch anything.
Sure. Cardi, you on the other hand think that you could probably get like 100 gold for these.
Cool.
All told. For the whole kit and caboodle. If you were to collect them.
So these skeletons, do these look like the sort of like primitive human skeletons that we saw back at the other ruin?
They look very similar, but they are not skeletons per se. It's like kind of a clump of a bunch of different bones all together that just don't look
remains
right. They're definitely not like. They're definitely not like multiple people, like full
Are
body.
Any of them recent?
Yeah,
it's or skulls. Do we have any skull bones here?
Yes, anything
in
here
there
recent?
are 2 skulls.
Perhaps they were trying to
nothing in here looks recent.
Add multiple parts to one person. Medical experiments.
Royman,
I've heard of such things.
As you're looking over the skeletons more closely, you can see that it looks like a 2-headed man. The skeleton of like a 2-headed man with an additional partial skeleton of a smaller man growing from the small of his back. This looks like some sort of strange alchemical experiment gone horribly wrong.
I was going to say, it probably reminds me of Vanya.
It reminds you a lot of Vanya.
I was thinking of the goblin that had the third arm.
Yeah, Vanya.
It looks a bit like that as well. Yeah.
I'm surprised that you haven't picked up on this, but maybe it's just because you're standing too close. And Royman kind of like motions for you to come stand back where he is, because I'm imagining you get a better picture
I mean, I just haven't examined the bodies yet, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's documenting the location and position of every tool.
Yes. She have her journal out, and she's.
Doesn't that body look remarkably like I don't know? It was altered, alchemically.
Altered. Yeah, I'll take a stab at this. This is going to be 2 points lower than whatever I roll.
I cast guidance.
So a 13. Okay, a 14.
I don't think you're gonna get more out of that than Royman.
Yeah, just to see if I notice the.
You notice, and it definitely looks like it's sort of a combination. It looks like these prehistoric skeletons that look incredibly old, but everything is horribly twisted and malformed in the same way that that the goblin creature with the 3 arms looks like it was just sprouting that additional weird demonic malformation. What would you call
mutation.
That? Mutation. Yeah. It looks like it was probably horribly agonizing.
I've heard of such things being done before. I've actually only invested a minor amount of research into it, but yes, these could be an advanced chemical process gone awry, or perhaps this was the intended outcome, pushing the form to its limits.
Like a torture thing?
Well, it would certainly have been torturous, but the end goal would be the knowledge, not punishment. Otherwise, we would see the corpse in some other situation. But either option is potential. Like what?
Monster, like that we saw in the paintings with the Lamashtu, with the giving birth and the things, and she's kind of like making weird gestures to try and imitate monsters.
It could have been some entreaty to Lamashtu to create more monsters out of normal human and demi-human forms.
Wasn't the Lamashtu thing more recent though? And there's no motifs to Lamashtu in this room.
Not that we've seen so far.
Doesn't appear religious, and I would think that if you were doing that, you would.
The upper level, didn't it have a temple to Lamashtu?
It did, yeah.
It had a temple, but wasn't it something that they had converted to be Lamashtu? I thought it had looked like they had.
So.
Okay, I might be misremembering.
Carved floors with monstrous figures, kind of like
I thought that my impression was that the Lamashtu folks had come along later and built their shit on top of the Thessalonian ruins.
Something that had already been there.
Possible. We're level 3.
Yeah, that was my impression. I mean, I could be wrong.
I don't remember, and I definitely don't think
nobody else had the same impressions.
I think we're combining 2 different things here. It was recently reconsecrated. So what it looked like was that it was very ancient, but it had recently been like
brought back into service.
Yeah, brought back into service. So you're probably combining the 2.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
I beg your pardon. Did you say Lamashtu?
Yeah.
What about her?
That's disturbing. There are legends in my family that part of the reason for what happened in the other room to me is that my ancestor had some sort of relations with Lamashtu.
Well, we have to kill him. We have to kill the new guy.
What? Why?
What?
I don't think that's necessary.
Claws start coming out of your hands.
I mean, definitely. How do you feel about thorough medical examinations?
Don't let her take your ear.
Depends on who's doing the exam, but generally poorly.
I didn't take it. You let me have it.
Perhaps we should explain to you what happened to Nualia upstairs, or in the other room.
You told me you were gonna reattach it.
Well, that's hard.
Oh, so I see I've stepped into the middle of something. An ear situation.
Well, Nualia, the one that we brought back to town yesterday, she was transforming herself into something else, and had started worshipping Lamashtu recently, or perhaps for many years.
Mm.
But upstairs there's a temple to Lamashtu here, and it seems to have been here for many, many thousands of years, and recently was reconsecrated. So perhaps these tools are instruments in serving her unfortunate goals.
Unspeakable.
Creating monsters in her name is a very sophisticated form of Lamashtu worship. And say that the cult of Lamashtu among the Thessalonians was very strong.
Indeed. But these appear to be much older than Nualia could have interfered. They must be from the time of Thessalonia.
Exactly.
Well, we
Athlon?
still have two doors to try. Maybe that'll have more clues.
As you're gathering up some of the items and examining them, Blythe, who's easily the most perceptive of the bunch, Matt, I'm gonna remind you. Okay, I'm gonna remind you that you can do whispers by doing /W and then GM, so you can communicate directly with me or to any of the other players. But if you just write straight up, it'll appear directly in chat.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Yeah. making that 100% clear. Blythe, as you're looking through these tools, you notice that one of them isn't actually a medical tool at all. It appears to be a Sihedron rune, but on the end of it has a strange stem and pattern on it, almost like a key.
Wait. Before we go, and she'll I imagine we were kind of starting to leave, and she'll turn around. There's a thing, and she'll just point at it. It looks like the star thing that Nualia had right there. Do you see it?
The Sihedron?
Yeah, but it's like on a stick. Right there. No, to the left. There. Yeah.
I reach up one long arm and pull it off the wall. I bring it over so that we can look at it.
What? Which wall or
whichever one it's on?
Sorry, say that again. Describe what you're
doing.
She
was getting the key that Blythe was pointing at.
Oh, okay. You're just examining it.
Yeah. I grab it off the wall and bring it over here so we can look at it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys are looking at it, and you find that it does indeed look like some sort of ancient stonework key with what you recognize as the Sihedron rune at the head of it.
I detect magic on it.
It doesn't appear to be magical. Actually, I'm gonna say you get a faint transmutation aura from it.
Is it like a similar aura to the door, or
it does? Yeah.
Okay.
It does seem similar. If you try to cast any puny read magics on it, it once again just gets uppercut into the stratosphere.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I'll try to identify it.
Good eye,
lucky with a roll finally. Nope. God damn it.
Yeah.
It keeps like stopping on the 15 and then going to the 5 or the 14 and the 4. It's like
yeah, once again, this you can kind of get the gist that this is some sort of glyph spell work of some sort, but it is far beyond your abilities. Sorry. It's just the fireworks. Why? Just constantly.
I wondered what that was.
All the time.
I thought you were hitting a pan or something.
Yeah, I definitely thought somebody was, like
being obnoxious.
People, for some reason, in Baltimore right now, and I think in a lot of other cities too, everybody's just bored and they're like, we're just gonna shoot fireworks literally every night, like all the time. So that's just what they're doing.
America,
have a
Well,
lot
I
of
got all
income.
this money burning a hole in my pocket.
Yeah.
I can't go spend it at the titty bar like normal, so I might as well do this.
Might as well blow things up. I'm
What's
kidding.
this thing?
You know, really, I'm doing a public
America.
service because
We like shits and explosions.
heat kills the COVID. So I figure if I just fill the whole street with fire, I'll be curing all
You
my
gotta
neighbors.
burn this thing.
You gotta burn this thing.
All right, we're getting off track.
Shall we take this and try it on the door?
I mean, that seems
Oh,
reasonable, but it also seems a little too convenient, doesn't it?
I mean, it was buried amongst all the medical stuff.
Yeah, but why would you
I
keep
will-
a key next to the door that it opens? It's very strange.
So you can go through the door easier?
Perhaps
It's not
whatever
like
is
you genuinely hide
contained
the
within is
key.
directly pertinent.
Cardi grabs the key
It
from
may-
Vanya and tries it on the door.
Yeah, it may be important to note that it could be more suited to keeping things in rather than out.
Oh, right.
As you insert this key into the door, the glyphs seem to glow with this red ley line type of magic, and instead of just like opening outward, the two stone pillars just seem to sort of dissolve into nothingness, revealing an empty chamber inside.
Well, they're
Yeah,
giant Twinkie.
I
Oh,
cast
shit.
detect magic into this room.
There's
to-
a super B complex pill in there.
Yes.
The doors to this room are made of stone but bear no handles. An indented outline of a 7-pointed star is shaped covered by hollows and slits graces the spot where handles should be, but you guys have opened it now. That's not a description of the room at all. It's just the doors, which we've already covered. This room is lit primarily by a 10-foot-long pit of flickering fire that fills the room with a strange humid heat and smell of burning hair. In the northern corners of the room, wooden risers each hold several dozen golden candles that burn without melting, while to the south, the wall bears an immense carving of a 7-pointed star.
Well,
I think that's all that you see as soon as you open it. You definitely detect magic in here, Cardi, as you detect it. You detect several auras, several of which will be transmutation auras. I think you detect some magic on the southern wall as well, near where the giant motif of the 7-pointed star is, and you detect some magical presence in kind of the center of the room.
Is that where the pit of fire is?
Near the pit of fire, yeah, right over it.
The B vitamin.
That doesn't smell right.
I must admit, it's rather assaulting to my senses. I can't imagine it's much better for you and poor Sven back there.
Yeah, Vanya definitely like pauses a second, sort of like staring into the room before she like shakes her head and then moves inside.
How on earth could anything still be burning in here?
Well,
Magic.
There's a spell called Permanence, which makes any other spell, well, permanent. It's rather handy. It's very hard to cast. I've only read about it in textbooks, but I would one day like to learn it. It would very much help me with my crafting of magical items.
As you guys enter the room, Cardi, you hear and detect magical casting coming from just in front of you, and as you do so, you hear the scrape of giant claws on the stone floor.
Can I detect or identify the spell being cast?
Yes, roll spellcraft, and then
Oof.
initiative.
Ooh. Got like the face of a bat.
See, why couldn't I roll the 11 on the spellcraft check? God damn it. It's literally the only thing I'm good at, and I've rolled 4, 4, 5, 5, 4 today.
Yeah. You guys hearing the music?
Yes.
Yep.
Why is it playing for me?
This thing is visible now?
Yes. Roll initiatives, fellows.
Yeah. Eugen's claw come out, and his skin's starting to turn a little bit red again.
Oh no, it has a firework attack.
Dude, they're like right out. It's like my
We
neighbor
can
on the
tell.
other side. It's like right in my fucking street. Normally it's
I
down a
hate
little
to
bit.
ask, but just to be sure, you're sure it's not a murder going on out there?
I'm sure. I can literally
Okay.
see them blowing up like
Okay.
in front of my window.
People.
There we go.
That was, yeah.
Fucking, yeah. Dude, I fucking wish, honestly. Like, just like, you guys, like, fucking chill. Like, why does that have to be right now?
Yes, yes, officer. This competition right here. This was the one.
How
This is where
about
we
maybe
began to
you
suspect.
chill?
All right. I'm gonna get a bunch of fireworks, some Roman candles, and I'm just gonna shoot them out my window at people setting off fireworks. And that's gonna be the whole thing.
You're gonna be one of those people that's like the disgruntled old man with a drone that fucking duct tapes a Roman candle to it and flies it around.
I think that pretty much is what I am. Really, like that is my spirit animal.
How tall is this room?
Pretty small. It's probably only like, I don't know, 10 feet tall, maybe a dozen feet tall.
Okay.
I can't hear the music at all, and I don't know
I hear it.
what this
I hear
is,
it too.
but as long as you guys can hear it, I guess that's what matters.
Yes, it is.
As Eugen's claws start to come out, and all the other things that happen to him, you notice that he's starting to get a bit bigger than he was before, sort of more muscly looking.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
It does. I'm like rolled. I
No rush.
restarted roll 20 to see if I could like hear shit, and then it's taking forever to actually like load in. It's
Yes, this is how it works.
Yeah.
Or doesn't work. Depends how you look at it.
You get you can detect magic, Cardi, as you're coming in, and you're hearing the final bits of this incantation, and you believe that you've just heard the rage spell being cast.
And then I'm distracted by a large
and then
monster.
You are distracted as this large, looming, monstrous creature appears, and I think it's going to take a swipe at you, at Cardi, as he comes in. Why did I ever let you name your character that? That's like the worst.
I don't know.
Yeah, I should not have done so.
I like it.
Just call him Eugene. It'll be fine.
Only because you don't like it.
I actually did consider that as like a funny gag.
Yeah. A 20 to hit.
That definitely hits me.
Okay, you feel these like elongated claws swipe through your flesh as you detect this creature in this looming monstrous, massive part wolf, part goblin, part monstrous creature just sinks its claws into you and greets you with this like impossibly wide, toothy grin as it turns toward Eugene. And you see this grin form over its features.
How much damage do I take?
You take 11 points of damage.
Whew.
You get the sense that that if it actually took a full round to attack you, out of its invisibility, it could have done a lot more. But casting rage on it, on itself, took a bit less. Vanya.
Vanya says, "I think that's the Barghest," and will 5 foot back and drink a potion, or drink a extract of targeted bomb admixture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming I'm out of reach at that point.
I can't tell you that, Blythe.
Well, he
Okay.
didn't attack me, I guess. So that.
Yeah.
Blythe will kind of wave her hand behind her to dismiss Fen, and then step up, and I'm gonna take a swing at it.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's not undead.
It's not undead. 25.
Or 6 to 4.
Okay.
25 and 19.
What'd you say?
Remove a point of inspiration. The 25 will hit as you sink one end of your twin-bladed sword into it for 7 points of damage.
8.
Or 8? What is the versus 7?
I don't know. So roll 20. The player sheet has a new beta double attack thing that they're figuring
Gotcha.
out.
Okay.
So I don't know what the 7 is, but the damage is 8.
The 7
Okay.
says ace. Oh, never mind. It says versus AC in the same line. That's weird.
As you sink one end of your twin blade weapon into it, you feel that it actually, like, maybe kind of presses deeply into the fur, but it doesn't seem to have actually done any damage to this creature.
Woof.
And I would allow
feeling.
fresh knowledge checks on
Okay,
this.
yeah.
This would be planes.
Nope.
Um,
Nature get me anything.
yeah.
God damn it.
I don't think it'd get
Dungeoneering?
Oh no, the casters have fallen.
Give me dungeoneering. Or I would allow religion, actually.
Oh yeah.
Well, I rolled a 5.
Not with that dungeoneering.
Come on, big money.
Oh yeah, we all got that boopy.
That's pretty good.
Except Royman.
Well, it's 15 plus the creature level, Roymond.
Well,
so
I feel like he's not at level 2.
Not gonna do much. I would say that with what you guys have already put together from the book and everything about the Barghest, I'll let you ask 2 questions. Because you guys did a fairly deep dive on that.
I think it would be
before.
perfectly fair to just give me a refresher of what we learned from the book, because I do not remember.
Well, the problem with that is I also don't remember what you learned.
We found it in the book, but that was it.
I think you had found it in the book, and you had like examined and like read a bit about it, but you didn't actually roll like to identify what all of the abilities and aspects of that creature were.
Fair enough.
Did you are you commanding?
You said?
I'm going to say 2 questions, and I'm going to give them to the people that actually did the research, because your religion check wasn't enough to give you any.
Fair enough.
I'll give you with the religion check. You think that this is an evil outsider.
All right, fair enough.
Not a whole lot. But as far as the specifics, I'm going to say Cardi gets 1 and Vanya gets 1, since they did the lion's share of the reading up on.
Cool. Well, as a spellcaster, weakest save.
Weakest save is I literally always forget where the saves are. Fortitude.
Okay.
Vanya.
Mine would be, does it have any particular like energy weaknesses? Or like immunities to damage or anything like that?
I'm gonna
Either or.
I'm gonna say that you are asking for special defenses, / weaknesses. It doesn't appear to be resistant or susceptible to any sort of energy damage, but it does. You do think it has a very strong damage reduction over magic.
Okay.
You don't have your weapon isn't magical, right, Blythe? It's just masterwork.
Right. Sorry. In the other room.
I'm assuming that's the case. All right.
Yep.
It is Sven's turn.
Sven will obey. Well, I can roll.
Handle animal.
Yeah, he will go and stealth and hide further back.
Okay.
I can actually see on the map, so I'm just assuming I moved him somewhere not in the wall.
Yep, he's in the L-shaped hallway, and I'll allow that. Royman.
The hero halfling.
Yep.
How far away am I? I desire to be farther away.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. I will stand here next to the table of ever-burning candles. And I will cast lifelink on... Let's do Cardi.
Do you get 2 now?
Yes, but I believe I can only do it... Well, let me see. Create a bond between yourself and another creature each round at the start of your turn. If a bonded creature is blah, 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 you may have 4 bonds active at once. So it takes a standard action each time. It's generally best to do it before combat, but this room... was
fair enough.
Fuzzy. So he will have that now. So on my next turn is when the healing will start.
You're casting a spell?
It is not a spell, it's a supernatural ability.
Okay. Damon, as you see this this giant wolf-like creature just appear and slash Cardi deeply as the rest of your party attempts to wrangle and stab this creature that just laughs and this like guttural, almost like howling laughter into Blythe's face as she tries to stab it with her blade.
Oh, that's not very nice. And then I'll move. And then
You
I'll
need
try.
10 feet of move, so you could charge from there.
But it doesn't have to be a straight charge.
It has to be a straight line.
Straight line.
You have to move in a straight line, but that doesn't mean
diagonals
you can't
are straight.
Diagonal. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, is it? So, well, I would think like a straight diagonal is that, because I would go here and then there.
You can draw a straight line. It's fine.
If your movement is all in one straight line, that's not what your movement is.
Yeah.
You
You can't charge like that.
Yeah.
You right.
But you can charge like that.
Yep.
Okay.
You're moving in a straight line.
Okay. I will do that, and then I'll try to swing at it.
Okay. I think charge gives you a +2 to hit, I think.
Mm-hmm.
-2 and damage, I believe.
No bonus damage, +2 to hit, -2 AC.
Okay.
I think it's -2 AC.
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't actually added that, so it'd be a 14. I'm assuming it doesn't hit.
Nope. Yeah. Boy. Yeah. You run
whiffed
through,
it.
but as soon as you step in here, the humid air and the flames, a random gout of smoke just sort of puffs up in your face, and you swing, but you hit nothing.
I think it went invincible again, guys.
That is the perfect character.
That was really good.
Yeah. He turns to you and he says, Not invisible yet, orc. And it's going to make a full attack against Damon.
Oh god.
That is a 32, a 33, and a 15.
The 15 doesn't hit.
Okay. It sinks its teeth into your upper shoulder as you take a swing and a miss for 13 points of damage, and you feel its claws slash through your belly for 9. And as it rips a piece of you out, you see it gulping a piece of your shoulder down into its belly, and it fixes its eyes on Eugene and says, "You take the halfling. I'll deal with the rest."
No, I see it now. That hurt.
Quick question. If this is like a pit of fire in front of us, is it standing in the pit? Above the pit?
It
leaning
is sort of
over
like
it?
looming over the pit.
And reaching through the fire.
That is a fair point. It is sort of attacking like through the fire. This thing is like so large, it's essentially filling the entire room almost.
I'm imagining it's like large enough that it can like crane over and swipe. It's got like that bloodborne like lycanthrope stance.
Weird, yeah.
It's like long ass arms.
Yep. The fire pit is only a few inches deep. Stepping into and out of the pit doesn't impact movement. But you get the sense that each time you pass through the pit, you would take some fire damage.
Okay, but it's not like a deep pit, like far below. It's just like a shallow fire pit that's full of normal burning fire that it doesn't seem to mind.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to verify, kind of, because it's
okay. So it's not
pit.
standing in the fire.
No, it's sort of like above.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's attacking over it.
Okay.
One might ask why they would put a creature like this in a room like this, which would cause all kinds of weird questions. The answer did it.
Because they can.
Yeah, Cardi's gonna 5 foot to here and cast invisibility defensively.
Okay.
Please be good. Not good. Okay, I lose the spell.
Yeah, as you cast, the spell just seems to fizzle out.
Wait, it's 15 plus. Never mind.
Yep. Poopy roll is what it is. Vanya.
You should change your dice color. That's the problem.
Vanya does what Vanya does, and she whips a fucking ice bomb at this asshole.
Do I get to like hit this thing at some point?
Your turn in the order.
Yeah, I rolled 12. It said, but I don't see myself in the order.
Yeah, we didn't use.
So you have to click your token when you roll. So
that
my bad. All right, I'm gonna add you in. You're gonna go.
I do not whip a bomb.
All right, you're gonna
go after Cardi.
Yeah, you're gonna go after Cardi. So
I was patiently waiting. I was like, maybe it just doesn't show me or something. Okay.
No, my bad. You should have been at the bottom of that turn order. So you're still in place. So you'll go right after you see Cardi cast this spell. It's your turn, Eugene.
This is a demo combat?
Yeah.
And at this point, Eugene has not only grown his small horns and sort of demonic tail and claws, but he's also grown in size, and he has gone from about 5'10" to a little over 10 feet, and he's put on he's gone from 200 pounds to about 500.
You were using the enlarged person aspect of your
demonic bulk, if you will. And his voice kind of changes in the middle of a sentence, and he says, "At last you show yourself. I will never trust you again." And he takes a big old swing with big old power attack swing with his greatsword.
Okay.
The last mistake you ever make, misbegotten demons spawn.
The roll might not be quite accurate because I haven't figured out how to put it into Roll20, but
okay. Well, damage looks juicy, but the roll.
So let's see. They're doing.
So
the roll was a 6 plus 8, and it should be, according to YAPCG, it should plus 10. I don't know if that matters that much for this.
It wouldn't, because that'd be a 16. So as you transform into this demonic creature, you swing your sword over it, but the Malfeshnakor easily just like ducks its head, and its strange anatomy just sort of warps around your attack, and it hisses out at you, and it seems like it's got its sights set on you first and foremost.
I was really hoping to hurt it.
Yeah, that would have been
One way off.
That would have. What?
Interesting. You also, I believe, you have a sword with special properties, right?
Yes, it is a masterwork, fire forged steel.
How close were you hanging to these? When you sensed the danger coming, how close were you hanging to those flames?
I mean, I was standing right next to them.
Okay.
I don't know how many minutes I was there.
Oh, it takes like a full minute, actually.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything's happened yet. Vanya.
1 full round.
Oh, it's 1 full round.
I was gonna say a minute. You'll never catch fire.
Well, you'd have to hold it over the fire for a full round. It has to take fire damage.
I'm pretty sure I hit him.
I sure hope so.
Yes, you definitely hit it.
15 damage, frost bomb. Give me that fort save or be staggered.
Okay.
DC 15.
Now we're talking. He rolls a nat 1.
Nice.
So as he opens his mouth, and it looks like he's about to spit some fucking dope ass rejoinder right back at you, Jin, and your frost bomb just goes right down his throat, and you just see him go and you hear a crackle and and you just see like that 5 gum special effects that they do, like
wintergreen, motherfucker,
out of his mouth. And you hear him just going as he
stimulate your senses.
14 points of cold damage.
15
points of cold damage. And he turns his attention toward Vanya. He's staggered?
Yep, if he failed, he's staggered.
He did fail.
So I don't think he can take full round actions.
No, he can't. He gets just a move or a standard, right?
Yes.
I'll let you fill me in if I missed anything.
Yeah, as far as I know, that's my understanding.
Yeah.
Okay. Blythe will 5 foot here, and then seeing how her double swing didn't do much, will take the double sword with 2 hands and hack down on this thing.
Okay.
And these should be with a +1. Doesn't matter because I'm.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
East of him, but
you
yeah.
do a lot of like dope ass. Like you do like a full backflip cartwheel over, and you just like spin, but you realize like you were actually facing like to the east. You weren't even looking like the right direction.
I mean, I rolled a 5. That sounds about right.
And you just fully miss, but it looked really cool. Like it looked so cool. I'm assuming
did
you're not
you see
doing
that?
anything with Sven.
Keep drawing his
no,
attention.
he's hiding, so she couldn't even if she wanted to.
Right. Royman.
Okay. I believe Cardi is going to heal for 5 now, because lifelink has been up for 1 round and you're still missing health. So I lose 5 HP.
Sounds right.
Cardi gets 5. I am going to... I think that has to be an adjacent. Do I have to be adjacent to somebody to aid another for AC? I think I do, right?
You have to be threatening whatever they're threatening.
Oh, really?
You have to be able to threaten whatever you're trying to aid against.
Oh, it's bodyguard that requires you be adjacent.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to aid another to add to Damon's AC.
I assume that's true. I mean, you're doing it, so I will trust you to look that up.
Yes. So it's too bad I didn't actually try to attack because I only needed to hit AC 10.
Good.
Poke.
So basically, I am just like interposing my spear now between Damon and the beast, and trying to keep it from getting its mouth on him again.
Yeah.
So, as a refresher, I am a helpful halfling, so you get +4 instead of +2. So Damon has +4 AC.
Okay.
Damon.
Oh, they're really hurt. I'm super mad, so I'm gonna go rage. You're not very nice. And try to power attack if that's possible. Nope.
Oh boy. As it's this thing breathes out its 5-gum frost. It just blows that right in your face, and once again you can't see what's going on as you just swing your sword willy-nilly, and unfortunately are not able to actually make contact with Malfeshnikor.
This has been fucking embarrassing so far.
Whose turn it is? Yeah, so far it's not going super great. It's a lot of people missing each other, but Vanya's done so well that Malfeshnikor seems to have taken objection to that, and he will let's see. I think he will cast defensively. What is a concentration check? It's 10 plus.
There's a D20 involved.
Yeah,
it's a bunch of weird stuff.
Okay.
D20 plus level plus ability mod.
Yeah, that one.
No, but like, what do you roll for it? It's like,
or
what ability?
The target.
That's what you roll. Whatever ability mod is he's being used for his casting abilities.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference on this particular thing that he did because he rolled a 3. You get this. You feel him set his eyes on Vanya, and he seems to be casting a spell in a cone that would get her and Damon in it. Cardi, you can tell he's trying to cast Crushing Despair, but he seems to lose it as he's trying to dodge all these really, really horrible attacks against him. And it fizzles out, and you just hear him growl.
If I may, while he's trying to cast his spell, I put my spear on his tongue.
That's exactly what happens. You just slap his tongue.
A big metal popsicle stick on his tongue.
Cardi.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this wand of Shocking Grasp defensively.
Have you healed Cardi from?
Yeah.
Okay.
He gave me 5 points, right?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast this wand defensively. I succeed, and I step up and attack him with Shocking Grasp, which is just a melee touch.
Yep.
So does that hit his touch AC?
You are flanking.
That will miss. Oh no! Oh my God! Yeah, he's large. Yeah, you're able to put your hand on one of his hind parts. You were able to grab his tail, basically.
Cool. He's not wearing metal, right?
No.
Okay, didn't think so. It does just measly 1d6 points of damage then. So 2.
Okay. It's over magic though, so you did damage him.
Yeah.
You just scorch his hind. What spell was it?
Shocking Grasp.
Shocking Grasp.
Okay. Yeah,
bread and butter.
You scorch his tail. You just see a slight furl of smoke come wisping up, and he goes,
I'll finish you off, last dwarf.
Eugene.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another swing at this motherfucker.
Wise choice.
Don't forget that you guys are flanking. I don't know if you have been adding that in.
Oh yeah, you get +2 to attacks. But he gets a +1 on his swings to anybody toward the west.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
of him.
Great. All right, that's the.
Oh, that means Cardi and Blythe do too.
Well, Cardi and Blythe too. Yeah. Eugene does not get it. And will not need it. With a 25, as he turns his head back to Cardi. Jesus Christ, that damage. Okay. As he turns his back to Cardi, Eugene, you're able to find a gap in his attention, and you slash a mean and deep cut through his leg. And while it doesn't bite nearly as deeply as you would have expected to, it still leaves a massive gash in him.
Take that, you bastard.
I believe that's the end. And that's not a magical sword or anything, right? It's just a masterwork.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Vanya.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Why?
Bombs!
It's gonna be bomb time.
Oh no! Please don't tell
don't
me.
roll very well, but it's versus touch, so
that's a shit roll. But once again, somehow it seems to have smashed into his side. 17 points or 18.
It's 18. And he needs
to make another
stagger
save.
Yeah, stagger only lasts until I think the start of my turn.
Yeah. 13.
That's a fail.
Okay, he's staggered for another round.
Wow.
Yeah, you are getting on his nerves with that one.
I'm 5 foot to there to avoid any interference from. Actually,
Okay.
no, I think I'm going to stay there because it might be nice to have interference from the barbarian.
Yeah.
If he comes this way.
That's 18 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure I get this right. You
correct.
freeze another huge chunk off this guy. Blythe, you get a +1 on
He got the
your
taste
rolls.
for it. He wants more gum.
Okay. I'm going to try again, two-handing the sword. And this, I'm not sure if the mod is right, so I'm gonna have to check that.
Attack mod or damage mod?
Attack mod would be 28, because it's not adding my urban, it's not adding my favored terrain, yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice. It shows what buffs are active as well.
Yeah.
But you are being slightly uphill of this creature. You're definitely able to still get your attacks in on them. Unfortunately, once again, though you get a solid strike, you feel that it doesn't seem to have done any appreciable damage.
Damn.
I'm skipping Sven unless you tell me otherwise. Royman.
Yeah.
All right, Cardi, I believe you heal for 5.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Let's see.
Cardi calls out. I'm feeling pretty good, Raymond. Thank you.
He's also eating. He's chucking grass in one hand. He's holding Malfeshnakor's tail, and like little sparks and smoke are coming up. In the other hand, he has a sandwich.
Yeah.
He's just like,
I was thinking of a turkey leg, but
reheat those sliders.
Sliders.
What are you doing?
Roymond is going to. I'm going to put lifelink on Damon as a standard action, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Do you want to take it off of me?
Not really.
Okay.
Is it my turn? Or okay.
Yeah, if you're done.
Okay.
Damon.
The creature, it's right in front of me.
It's been there the whole time.
Again.
It is indeed.
I can't hit for shit.
No. that smoke is still in your eyes, and you're starting to think maybe you just have cataracts. Maybe it's not
Leave
that at
the
all.
hitting to me, small man.
Malfeshnakor will say, "I'll do that," and it's gonna launch at you with its jaws and try to bite you. Even though part of it is frozen, and it doesn't seem to be getting the full attack that you would expect. Is a 23 to hit?
To hit me?
Yeah. To hit you.
I say.
You Hakusho?
That
my
I assume
my
I assume
AC is
it's-
very bad.
yeah, because you're huge.
yeah. Right.
There's a trade-off. You take
Yeah.
14 points of damage as you feel its razor sharp fangs sink into you, and
Ow.
try to tear out a chunk of this demonic bulk of yours.
You'll pay for that, you bastard.
It just gulps you out.
14, you said?
14 points of damage.
Owie.
Cardi.
Yeah, seeing how poorly the Shocking Grasp did, Cardi just does a ray of frost.
Okay.
I guess I need to do that defensively, which is a different area of my macros.
Roll me a perception as well.
Okay. Rolling a lot of things.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry. Wait, that ray of frost is no good. I'm not. I guess you keep or you.
I actually don't really need to roll concentration on my cantrips.
No, but in any case, you just fully miss with your ray of frost. I'm gonna say that with your 15, you notice that you know that this creature has DR over magic, and that you've seen Blythe hit it twice with what should have been pretty solid hits, and it's just not doing anything. That's mostly a reminder. Eugene.
Yeah.
And can I do power attack more than once in a combat, or?
If you power attack, it's not per attack. It's you are power. All attacks that round are power attacking. So if you make a full attack action, but I don't think you get multiple attacks, do you?
No.
Well-
That's what I mean. Can I use power attack more than once in a combat, or is it just a one-round thing?
No, it is at
Every
will.
round.
Yeah.
Oh well, then fucking, I want to do that.
Yeah, you should be doing that always. You have
Yeah.
Furious Focus as well, right? And you only have
Yeah.
one attack. So.
I do.
Yeah,
I do
always
the
be
one
power.
thing real
Right.
good. All right, I'm gonna do that.
Oh fuck! That 20 probably wasn't even your whole.
No.
That wasn't-
And that's also a
But
15,
when you
it's
roll a
15.
5.
Yeah, it's a 15 technically, but
But that's also at a -1 because you're slightly downhill of this thing. And unfortunately, that is going to be a miss. As you rear back and you try to swing your sword with all its might, and you swing it with a powerful blow, but it does miss. But it does smash into the wall next to you, and you hear this hollow ring as if there's space on the other side of the wall, just here. Vanya.
Keep it distracted. Yeah.
I'm not doing anything except distracting it.
My
No.
attacks keep getting worse.
Oh,
So
man.
that's a 12 versus touch.
I mean, you are on your way to discerning this creature's stat sheet by just sort of high-lowing what the ACs are. Yeah, you the bomb barely hits, but it does hit this thing on the shoulder, and explodes
16.
into 16 frost damage. And this creature looks toward you like it is fucking furious.
Does that cost it does that cost it its action for its because it's staggered? Furious
not,
furious
but I
looks
think-
require a
I think we will soon see. Good lord, can it roll well on its fortitude save once?
no.
15.
That's
It is the lowest save.
that meets the DC.
Then he passes and he's not
Yep.
staggered.
Your frost is getting weaker. What are you? Are you like a monster or like a ghoul?
You
Can't
won't
tell.
live to find out.
You're just like a really fucked up person.
Technically speaking.
I just
I
kind of
probably that last
shrugged.
one.
Blythe.
Okay, Blythe, seeing her sword isn't doing much damage, she'll look to Damon and be like, "Do you have your magic sword thing?"
I have a sword.
Okay, and Blythe will just kind of shrug and have at it again, because magic sword would be good, but if he doesn't know, then...
Yeah, Cardi says, I think I might have something that you can use. Give me a minute to rummage in my sack.
Yeah, let me
That
just
sounds
do
horrible.
this while you rummage.
I mean, I do have a magical sword, but I don't think my character is smart enough to know the difference.
I think your character would know. I mean, you've been told that it's a magic sword.
And if he doesn't remember, I mean, that's also in character, I feel.
You know what? But it makes perfect sense to me that, like, I mean, I think Damon barely recognizes, like, he's, like, pretty sure this isn't a tavern, but he's, like, not really clear.
He was pretty happy chained up to a table, you know. Yeah.
Okay, this time, Blythe, you bring the end of your blade down on, like, the tendons of its, like, rear ankle as it's looking toward Yujin. And while it doesn't do as much damage as you think it should, you definitely feel like it sliced in there and took a little bit of you see some blood on the end of your blade, finally.
And Sven is hiding.
Royman.
Okay. Cardi, are you missing 5 health?
I am missing 1 health.
Then you don't heal. Damon, you heal for 5.
Cool, I already added it.
And with that, I will... I will cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Okay.
I will. Let me see. I think I'll do that defensively, even though he hasn't taken any AOs yet.
You can't tell just how far this thing's reach is.
Yeah, I'll do it defensively because I'm scared.
Okay. Damon.
Well,
I'm
that
just grunting the
succeeds
entire
with
time.
flying colors.
Yeah, you fully succeed at defensively healing yourself.
Holy shit.
Oh boy.
Well, I don't know what happens to my sword, but
This room is cursed. None of you can hit me.
Excuse me!
I don't
Excuse
see
me!
you, so
Okay,
if you
technically did, but like barely.
if
Give me a
you
second.
become invisible, I could probably hit you.
You just miss, I think, Damon. Unfortunately.
Sad life.
Yeah, you cure yourself. It is Malfechtnikor's turn, and he's gonna turn his, like, he's got, like, blood and frost, like frozen blood foaming from his mouth, from all the damage that's been dealt to him so far. And he turns toward Yujin, and he looks like he just wants to take this etiquette instructor out of the picture completely, and he's gonna make a full attack against Yujin.
Good luck if you can beat an AC of 13.
It's kind of a big deal.
You say that as you feel its bite with an attack roll of 25 sink into your past your armor, dealing 13 points of damage. And while one of its claws scrapes against your armor and doesn't penetrate it, the other one finds a gap and rakes you for 7 points. That's 20 damage total. That is a full attack of Malfechtnikor. Cardi.
Cardi's gonna 5 foot behind Blythe and dig through the sack and pull out the magical kukri with the continual flame enchant, and extend it to Blythe and say, "Here, it's not as good as your sword, but it might do the trick."
Do you not have magic weapon?
No.
Oh, I thought you did for some reason. Okay.
Yeah, I do.
It's a sorcerer wizard spell, but I thought that would have been.
Oh, I just don't have it prepared.
Okay, you just didn't prep it.
Yeah.
I think that's one move. I think standard
Wait.
action.
Actually, I'm gonna take my action back. If you don't mind.
All right. Fingers still on the piece.
Yeah. Sorry. I am going to use one of my arcane points to trade out one of my spells for magic weapon.
Okay.
That takes a full round. So
that's a full round. Okay. Is that does that provoke?
Good question. That I don't know. I used to know.
Okay.
1 second.
I'll trust you. Eugene. So you took 20 damage total before when you had 26 HP.
Point of order. I cannot see Yu's health bar, and that is very frustrating to me as a healer.
You can't?
We might
I have it up there.
I thought I have it up.
It might not be shown
It's
to
not
everyone.
visible to players. I can't see
Anybody
yourself.
else see it?
Yeah, I also can't see yours, and I can't see Vanya's.
Is it show nameplate?
No, I can't see Yu's health or Cardi's health, actually.
It's usually in the token editor. Like for each bar, you have to set it as being visible to everyone.
I just have it set to HP, but I don't know.
Second
Scroll
page.
down in the token. Oh yeah, DM layer is different.
Yep. If you go
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Visible to editors, visible to everyone.
But it's lower now. It's actually, I think it's damn low. It's like 6.
You should be able to see it now.
It'll take a
no.
second to
Yeah.
load, probably, but I believe you.
But yeah, it's at 6.
So let's see. It would have been 40 when we started this combat. It took 16 and 20, and it's fucking.
Yeah, he's been digging into you pretty deep. For a good bit. I think he did like 1 attack and 2 full rounds on you. That's pretty serious. So you guys see a gout of blood like spraying like through this room. Part of it extinguishes the fire in front of Damon. Hopefully, dear God, granting him a brief reprieve from the smoke in his eyes that he can't figure out how to get away from. And he seems pretty savagely hurt. And it's his turn.
It's my turn, right?
Yeah, Yu's turn.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what Eugen can do other than fucking keep swinging with his greatsword and hopefully hit something.
Yeah. That's usually a pretty good move.
Yeah, all right.
Usually.
Also, there's nowhere you can go, so.
Right. Dropping out of Blood Rage at this point would kill me, so.
Yeah, it'd be pretty rough.
God damn it.
You are flanking.
And it is, let's see, it's
also downhill.
Attack, let's see, attack plus 10.
That would be a 14.
Yeah, which is not going to do it.
It would be 16 total with everything, and that's not going to do it. As you start swinging frantically, just trying to keep Malfeshnikor at bay as you feel yourself losing so much blood at this point that you think you're going to be done for soon.
You said your attack mod is plus 10?
Mm-hmm.
Then that's 15 plus 2 for flanking is 17, minus 1 for the slant is 16.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 14 for some reason. Never mind.
I did initially, but I
either would hit.
Before Vanya goes, my action does provoke an attack of opportunity. Quick study.
Okay.
I found that. It was just on.
Are you still doing that then?
I am still going to do that.
Okay. Then he's going to make an AOO against you. A 32.
That definitely hits.
Jesus, alright.
Minus 1, so it's only a 31.
Oh, wow.
Still definitely hits.
Oh,
I am a wizard.
Yeah, his head whips around and he takes a bite out of you for 12 points of damage.
Did you die?
Oh, no.
He's all right. And I think you lose that, or does it go through anyway?
I think it goes through anyway. It just provokes.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't
you pass the concentration?
No, it's not a spell that I'm using. It's
right.
like
it's just class ability. So I'm gonna say you got it off anyway. You were able to do it, but you you got savagely bitten because of it. Because you had to like stand there and really do the arithmetic for a second.
I literally pull out my spellbook and I'm like counting.
Yeah.
in my head and
Yeah.
very.
Vanya.
No time to read.
This is my last focused bomb. Yeah. Well,
Oh.
I hit. Damage isn't
hit.
good though.
Damage is double ones.
Well, staggering
11.
is probably more important at this point.
Yeah.
Well, you hit him. Let's see, 10. It's looking pretty bad.
Yep.
I couldn't tell.
Finish him.
Raymond?
21 fortitude.
Well, y'all better pucker up.
Yep. So he passes. So he's still up. Blythe.
Is my sword magic?
Not yet.
No, he just traded he has access to the spell now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he's communicated to you.
Cardi, are you ready with the...
I'm working on it. You see Cardi like flipping pages through his spellbook.
While trying to bob and weave while things are swinging at him.
You can still 5 foot with a full round action, can't you?
Yes.
Oh, I can.
Yeah. So you should do that. Get those. You didn't take that AOO.
Oh, okay, cool.
You could have done that. We're a little rusty.
Yeah, I forget what I can and cannot do.
Yeah, and you can delay turns, but it's up to you guys what you want to do. It's
a little late for that. So
this is up to you guys. Oh, you already rolled it. Yep. Yeah, you hit, and once again you draw a small trickle of blood from his flanks.
I imagine she's like heaving into each of these swings, just trying to get it.
He turns back and he says, "Oh no! 3 more hours of this, and you might be a threat."
Vanya yells over to, Blythe to step back her way. Because if she's going to keep using her bombs, she's going to have more space in order to not hurt anybody.
I will 5 foot that way then.
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
Then okay. I need Cardi, but I guess Cardi can move eventually, probably.
Cardi can 5.
Okay, Damon heals for 5.
I like our good old... Never mind, yeah, cool.
Fun times.
Eugen is dying!
Are you... You feel that? Have you taken an action?
No.
Okay.
Decisions. This thing's rolling like 30s, so I can't really aid another to a whole lot of success. I am going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds on my big demon man.
Okay.
Demon man?
Which I, for some reason, did not include in my sheet, so give me a sec.
Well, I'll move on for now, and I will trust you to get that healing to him. Damon.
Oh, I feel so much better. Here I go.
There you go.
Now that's an attack.
You heal for 17 points as Royman plants his halfling hands on you, and you feel this divine energy like flowing into your demonic body, closing up your wounds. And
thank God.
Yeah.
Gods.
Damon.
Yeah. Plus 1 longsword, so it is magical.
Were they all with your longsword? Oh, you didn't hit before this
I
anyway.
never hit. This is my first time hitting out of 4 tries.
All right. You guys see Damon just kind of like swing his sword willy-nilly, and he finally coughs. And as the smoke clears from Eugen's blood arterially spraying out onto those coals right in front of him, Damon goes, "I can see!" And he just steps forward and just like really just like casually lops Malfeshnikor's head off in one fell swoop, and its body falls, roasting partially in the fire as it collapses.
Hey guys, I found it.
Good job. She like smacks you on the back.
Please don't hit me. I don't want to hit you.
Damon,
I'm
you
sorry.
would heal for 10 more.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Well done. Oh my goodness. Okay, he got big.
Oh yeah, that's what
All
he
right.
said. Cheese? Cheese.
Cardi walks up to Blythe and apologizes for fumbling so much. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was.
It's like,
Are you okay, Cardi?
Cardi's like, I got it! Oh!
It's okay. I got it a little bit, and she like points at a teeny cut on his ankle.
Yeah, I got him a little bit too. Like look at right here. And I point to like his hind flank where like a tiny burn mark is from the.
Yeah, I picture
It's
like
in the
a
shape of
hand
Cardi's hand
star. Yeah, nice job. And she'll start to give you a high five, and then pause.
Eugen, you doused
Vanya's
the
giving
fire.
both of you like a very stern, like.
Vanya, the MVP, fucking that was freezing and staggering this thing the entire time. And everybody's like, "Hey, everybody, great job!" And she's just like watching through the window, crying in the rain.
Never ignore healer.
Cardi reaches
Thank
up
you,
and
Vanya.
puts a hand on Vanya's shoulder and it gives her like a pat on like the lower back and it's like, excellent job with them bombs.
Can you shrink Eugene back down to my
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm assuming you're exiting.
Yes.
Demonic bulk form.
Yeah. And Eugene looks towards Damon and says, "Thank God. The slippery bastard almost killed me."
Eugene, as you shrink down, your body shrinks, but the wounds stay the same. They're suddenly occupying a far greater real estate, like portion of real estate on your body than they were before.
Oh, that's it. Good night.
You don't.
He looks,
Eugen.
he looks toe up.
What's his health at now? I can't see his health bar still.
It's at 15 now. He's healed. I mean, it's visible to everybody. I'm not sure.
No.
Maybe I didn't save. No, it's.
I mean, on the bright side, I doused the fire so I could hit it.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Yes,
there it is.
That was
I didn't have
good
the checkbox.
unintentional teamwork.
Can you do that for Roymans too?
Yes. Roll20 will cooperate with me. Advanced C. There we go. And then visible to all. Visible
You
to
know, the fire here, and this maybe we could roast it and have some monster meat.
I don't think you should eat that.
I'm interested to see what would happen, though.
Well, it's an evil outsider, so doesn't its body just disappear?
Dissipate?
It does. It actually just sort of fizzles out and then seems to quickly just sort of wisp away into this kind of smoky ash and disappear.
So you, during combat, you probably missed it because you were so large and busy. But kind of out of the corner of your eye, just at certain angles, you can kind of see like faint wispy lights connecting Roymond to Damon and Cardi. Just sort of a tether between them.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm inspecting the wall that sounded hollow.
That would be over here where his sword struck.
Okay.
Do you want the glowiness that Cardi and I have? You?
Damon?
What is it?
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but I feel better, and you don't look better.
I'm not.
Good use of grammar.
This is not my best day.
You did really well, though.
You did pretty well. You tanked a greater bargain several rounds. While your most of your teammates sort of unfucked themselves.
You don't look good. No, you doesn't look good.
Well, I suppose in the sense of being a sturdy punching bag, I've done well there.
Eugen, you could tell the voice in your mind seemed to be Malfeshnikor's. and
Ah.
it is dissipated. Blythe and Vanya, as you look over and you inspect these walls that you had smacked, you don't see anything, but you heard that weird hollow clonk.
I look at it with my fancy eye for stone.
Okay. Yeah, you can see that there is most definitely a small hidden compartment there.
Like a small cavity that I can put my hand into, or like
No,
there's
like a closet sized.
Okay, gotcha.
Little 5x5 alcove.
Just saying, but ever since you changed your dice color, you've been rolling better.
Yeah, it was. No, I just needed to go to Cerulean. Like that was the problem.
You superstitious D&D folk.
Well, technically, I didn't change the dice. Yeah, I explored the little nook.
Well, you can see that there's something back there, but it's not open.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like walled off.
With his
My
dark
perception
vision, can
could
he
have
see
been
inside?
23. I was wrong.
Okay, so his stone sense allows him to sort of I feel like it's some sort of weird he can analyze the rocks in almost
yeah.
I thought there was a hole in it.
So no.
That's
No.
okay. I thought there was a small hole, but he could maybe look inside.
I'm
but there's
tapping
nothing.
on the
That's-
rock and being like,
yeah.
there's a
You're doing
cavity
dwarf
behind
shit.
here. I look for I detect magic on what I would assume would be the door to this cavern, the stone in front of
Yeah,
it.
you haven't actually. Oh, I guess does your stone sense allow you to detect secret doors?
I think it gives me a bonus on finding them.
Okay.
1 second, let me look that up.
We did this before.
Mm-hmm. I just
Yeah,
don't remember what it actually lets.
it's been a
him
while
do.
since we did it, so
Yeah.
I understand.
And I
Stone
forgot to
cutting,
update my
+2 bonus
skill.
perception to notice unusual stonework, such as traps and hidden doors located in stone walls and floors.
Well,
So-
I'm gonna say that since you guys know it's there, right? And so if you spend long enough, you can take a 20 effectively, and eventually you find a secret door. You find the weird stonework, you find all the edges, and you press on it, and you figure out how to open it.
Speak, friend, and enter.
Because this is not one of those situations where you should just have to constantly do it. It slides open, and you find a small alcove inside. Let's see.
It's a dumbwaiter. Ah!
Cardi,
We found the privy.
We were missing a Havelock the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matt, there's an ongoing
Havelock
joke.
crawls up out of the
Yeah.
privy. My wrist.
There's an
Privy's a
ongoing joke in our
nightmare.
games that Ryan's characters always find the privy on every fucking map.
It's true.
We take a long time to figure out. Okay, let's get in line. Who's gonna go through the store first? Okay, Havelock, you go. It's bathroom.
Yep. All the time.
I always find the latrine.
And I feel like it's always that you guys are being really cautious about it before you open the door,
Yeah,
and then it turns
there's
out
always
to be a
build up
privy.
to it. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I gotta read this more closely because I'm pretty sure that they made a typo describing where stuff is in this room.
No, we definitely got the 10,000 gold. It's not 1,000. It's 10.
Okay. All right. Everybody else does, but
That'll-
No,
That'll-
it's per person. That's the
That'll
part
pay
they
my
left out.
hospital bill.
Hospital?
Hospital?
Oh, okay. I thought you said hospital, and I was like, oh, are you stuck at home? I know you're a doctor and everything, but thought there was a story there, and I was fucking wrong.
Oh, I see. Hold on.
How does healing work in this game while Ryan's figuring that out?
Mostly.
Mostly magical.
If I just go to sleep for some period of time, will I get
every
better?
time you rest for a whole night, an 8-hour uninterrupted period, then you get your health you get your level back
Hit
in
points equal
points.
to your level. Yep.
Okay.
So at this, you'd get 4 back if you slept.
They just worded
Assuming
this.
you're level 4 too.
They worded this really weirdly, and it threw me. You find a bunch of dusty shelves, and while it looks like this would have been a place where a bunch of fine items might once have been kept, it looks like it was raided. However, you do find a single silver coffer in this one.
I take out the coffer and see if I can open it.
When you open it, you find a bed of fine white sand, and inside, you see a ring.
I detect magic on the ring.
It does seem to be magical indeed.
Backing you up with that spellcraft.
I'm gonna try for the roll.
Guidance.
God fucking damn it, the 5s!
21.
Hike.
Bruh.
Dude,
Ring.
5.
Full of bling. Said hike.
Okay.
I don't think 21's high enough, because in order to forge a ring, you need to be level 7.
I don't. That's not gonna. Yeah, you're not able to identify the properties of this ring with a 21 total. It emits a moderate evocation aura to your detect magic. But with that spellcraft, you're not able to discern what this ring actually does.
Oh wait. I have something that might help. Let me see if this. Give me a second. I haven't done this.
We haven't done any crossovers with these guys in our Carrion Crown game, either, right?
No.
Say
I
what?
don't think
Nope.
so. No.
That's just my original one. Okay.
Oh, this animal companion is not set up correctly. Does he have? He does not. Never mind.
Come on, Brock.
Brock does not have spellcraft.
Rock Badger.
Okay.
Cardi shows the ring to everyone and says, "Well, there appears to be a ring in here, but I can't identify it. I'd like some more time before we."
Why don't you just put it
Father.
on?
That would be unwise. If you don't know the properties of a magical item, you don't want to put it on. It might be cursed.
Maybe
Yes.
Father Xantis would
Always
know. Or
examine it
Malia?
or put it on someone else first.
I mean,
Malia
perhaps
might know.
she might know, but I mean, I might be able to identify it later. But for now, let's just. I'm gonna keep this closed, and I close the coffer.
Sounds like
and...
this helpful halfling needs to put some points into spellcraft next level.
What?
Not normally.
What is the name of the? Is it Brodert Quink that is the eccentric Thessalonian expert?
Yeah.
Okay. He might be able to help us.
Yeah, honestly, like I've rolled 5s on my spellcrafts. Like if I
Yeah.
rolled above a 10 on anything, it would be great.
Yeah. Unfortunately, doesn't cut it in this one. You think that the silver coffer itself is probably worth like 100 gold, and the ring itself is unknown to you.
What about the white sand?
The white sand looks like you could probably get like maybe 3 or 4 copper for it.
Oh wow.
It's
like a
it's
nice-
fine white
Nice
white
limestone
sand.
sand. You could start your own beach.
You shove that in a
Okay.
bunch of clams, turn that sand into pearls.
I
You got
will
a
remind
business
you
right
guys-
there.
I will also remind you that there are eternal candles glowing in that you had encountered some. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys encountered eternal
Mhm.
candles in here before, in the temple, I think.
Mhm.
And these look just the same in each northern corner of the room, and there appears to be 30 of them each.
Lord,
Um,
I collect.
That
I
would be helpful.
take like 5. I'll
Where
take
do you
5 of them
Me too.
because
We
Vanya
can
will
put
work
these out,
late into
right?
the night.
Like they don't burn if we stop them.
Minor magic candles that burn eternally without heat, similar to a continual flame.
So if we
spell,
put 'em in
shedding
our
only
bags?
shadowy light.
There's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like flickering
Well, they
candlelight.
burn without heat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Burn
there's
without
just
heat.
flickering candlelight inside your backpack.
Wow, so they're like glow sticks.
Yeah.
Basically, they just they only give a shadowy light in a 5-foot radius.
Oh fuck yeah, we can
Um,
have like a dope rave in here.
Fuck yeah.
Great.
All we need
So
is
they're
some ceiling
basically-
fans.
They're basically like those little glowy stones that you drop in Dark Souls, right?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yep. The pebbles.
Leave
or
yourself a
glowing
little
pebble
trail
thing.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's Gravelord Nito. Hey.
Blythe takes one and gives it to Sven.
You just
Oh.
candle the Sven.
Can we get him a helmet and then he could be like a dogacorn with an
I
eternal
was
flame?
totally gonna ask that.
It's a 5-foot radius, like.
But we'll get him a helmet, and there'll be a little metal piece on it that will focus the light in a direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the old mining helmets, like Tander was saying.
Or a lampshade.
Or a lampshade. Or a lampshade on a helmet, like those old mining helmets, like Tander was saying.
Yep.
Sure.
So we've pretty much exhausted this room, eh?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. Other than figuring out like,
each other.
so
Yeah.
is this like a? Can we divine the purpose of this room? Other than to have a bar guest inside for us to blow up.
You get the sense that this thing was, especially Eugene or Royman perhaps. And I will say that you guys, it's been so long since you guys got the previous hints and things that were in here before. You get the sense that this thing has been imprisoned in here for millennia.
Okay, so this thing's Grumpus. Is this the?
Hey,
is this
so
the
you
bar
were
guest?
right. It was keeping it locked.
Or did we find out?
This was a bar guest. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Completely. Yeah.
When you say bar guest, what does that mean? Like, I assume
bar
not a
guest-
guest in a bar, but
No.
Yeah,
P-A-R-G-H.
it's a type of demon.
got you. Okay.
It is a large evil outsider.
We found the book detailing some elements of demonology. And we found that book in the other temple, right?
Yes.
The other ruin. Yeah.
You had found some Lamashtan.
Yeah, I pull out.
Is the fire still
I pull out
burning in here on the floor?
Yes.
I pull out
I
our
thought I
abyssal
thought I
book and show it to
extinguished it with
Eugene.
my blood.
You only a bit of it right in front of Damon so that he could get the killing blow. But you are now dead because you put your token there for too long. So
Well,
sorry.
I thought that it was B12.
Sorry, rules are rules.
I thought it was.
Instead of being burned, you're just really energetic.
Yeah, I'm super healthy now.
Uh-huh.
Does it look like? Can I see down into it? Is it like a portal?
Into Eugene?
It looks like a thin scrap of fire that Cardi had identified as being like a continual flame.
Okay.
That looks like it would burn if you walk through it, but it doesn't appear to be particularly deep.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I
Did
detect?
that-
So like, I detected other magic in the room on this wall. Was that just the Barghest and the secret room, or was there more? On
Might
this
have been that.
firewall?
Nothing else beyond that ring.
Okay. Cool.
Did that creature talk to anyone else in the head?
The creature tucked you in your head?
In my head? No.
Yes.
No. Is that something you do?
I mean, I couldn't see it, so I don't think it even talked.
Are you saying that it was speaking to you telepathically, like without?
I could suppose so. I could hear it in my mind.
Was it only
horrible.
here in this room, or was it elsewhere while you were down here?
Being an asshole.
Oh yeah,
Even
you asked us that
even
earlier.
before this room.
Yeah.
Even before this room in the hallway, I felt it speaking to me.
Can I? Is there knowledge that I can roll to see if I would understand sort of any reason there would be a telepathic link between a Barghest and Eugene?
Planes?
Give me
Because he's an outsider and he's got a demon in there?
Give me a religion or planes.
Well, I'm not good at religion.
Actually,
and I'm apparently not good at anything that I need to be good at today.
Or even knowledge history, maybe.
Well, I can do history.
Oh, Cardi!
Nice.
My boy. You looking over Eugene and having seen the Malfesh Nikor like way closer than you ever wanted to, you kind of connect the dots here, and you're thinking that this Budogan that I believe Eugene had mentioned, or even if he hadn't, you would have known about it, or you at least heard of him. He was
I think
rumored
I mentioned him in the beginning when we were in the woods. Yeah.
He was rumored to have been demonic in some capacity, and having seen Eugene turn into like a half demon blood rager, you think that Malfeshnikor was probably would have had a sympathetic-ish viewpoint toward somebody who was demon touched, or at least perceived them to be a potential ally. It wouldn't have been uncommon for Budogan to have employed like demonic creatures or evil outsiders in his conquest.
Okay, well, Cardi is sort of like giving Eugene like sort of inspecting him, just like looking at the wounds and looking at his armor and like looking at his head, and it's like, perhaps that Budogan that you mentioned in your history.
Yes, my ancestor.
The demon inside. I mean, it's very likely that the Budogan would have employed outsiders like this beast. And perhaps he was able to use that sort of similar to the way I speak with Brock. And Brock kind of pops out of my robes. Telepathic of a sort. Although, since he's much stronger than I or Brock, it's very likely that the connection you felt was probably more stronger telepathy than me and Brock share.
And Eugene doesn't say anything, but I think you can tell from his expression that is the answer that he feared and is deeply disappointed to have gotten. And he sort of goes.
You say that I can
just
pick
sort of
that
like
up,
looks,
but I'm an autist too, so I don't.
I mean, he just sort of like looks down at his wounds and kind of starts like trying to like pull his shirt over the gaping holes.
Cardi says up to him, is like, perhaps this might be useful to us in the future. You might be able to detect demons before I'm me or Roymond or Vanya. Others learned in the way of magics might. So if you do hear other voices, don't be afraid to let us know.
I wish they couldn't detect me.
Well,
It'll be okay.
I'm not sure if there's anything that I can do about that. It seems to be part of your blood, and it's probably there to stay.
Perhaps some kind of helmet.
Vanya, maybe she could make you like a mask to disguise you from them.
I love that Blythe has no idea like how any of this shit works, and she's just like, "Oh, Vanya wears a mask. That makes sense."
This is how I imagine Damon comforting Eugene.
Oh, I'm ready. Yeah.
Barbarian voice. Okay.
I suppose that we should make our way out of here and examine that northern door.
Oh, yeah.
There's also the skeleton door. I was thinking this would lead that direction, but it doesn't look like it.
Perhaps the other door first, since it's less scary.
We'll have many more opportunities to prove our entirely average combat prowess, I assure you.
Are we average? I'm not so sure.
What I would give for average.
Well, there are a couple of outliers. She kind of puffs out her chest a little bit.
I don't really want to sleep down here, you know? It just doesn't sound very good.
We did that one time.
No, we went upstairs and slept with the horse.
Oh, yeah.
Also, give me a couple minutes, and I will spend a couple of minutes making a couple of extracts.
Okay.
Watching fascination as you are swirling and squishing things.
Blythe has her ear against this door now, too.
In that couple of minutes, would Eugen's fatigue from leaving Blood Rage wear off?
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
would have worn off for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
It only lasts a number of rounds equal to the rounds that you spent.
Right.
That's
if
what I
it
thought.
works like
Okay.
regular rage, yeah.
Yeah,
Within
it
a
does.
minute.
Regular rage is twice as many times as you were raging. So if you're raging 2, it's 4.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So,
I can't
and-
remember which one.
But while that's
Not
true,
very long.
a round is only 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I needed
Yeah.
to know. All right,
So
cool.
if you waited like a minute and a half or whatever.
Right. Okay.
Well past that.
All right.
Mhm.
I was looking for a handout, but it doesn't appear that. I think I'm misremembering what the handouts say. Well, if you don't hear anything, you're not getting anything from this. It sounds quiet on the
This
other side
one
of that door.
Seems safe too. Is it locked?
No.
Vanya, if you're ready, we can try this one.
Yes.
That was the
Securing
that was
all
a
of my
yes.
glasswork.
I will push or pull open this door.
You push and pull open the doors. This barren room contains an upraised dais on which sits a marble throne. To either side stand statues of a man clutching a book and a glaive. A ghostly figure seems to be seated in the throne, an image of the same man who appears in the statues. He seems to be addressing an audience as he moves his hands about, his fingers decorated with hooked rings, but the words issuing from his phantom mouth are difficult to make out and in a strange language.
Oh,
It's up to you
excuse
again.
us, sir. I'm sorry. We didn't mean to barge in.
He doesn't seem to take any notice of your presence whatsoever.
Excuse me, historians. Maybe.
Oh, Christ.
Vanya,
Well,
this is a Force ghost. That's a Jedi.
Wait, so
One
say
of the ancient
describe.
Jedi Order.
Can you describe this guy again? Sorry.
Yeah. A ghostly figure seems to be seated in the throne, an image of the same man who appears in the statues. And who speaks Thessalonian? I know Cardi does. Does Vanya?
Yar.
You guys hear him speaking, and his words just seem to be repeating a short message. Is upon us, but I command you remain. Witness my power, how Alasna's pretty wrath is but a flash compared to my strength. Take my final work to your graves, and let its memory be the last thing you... Is upon us, but I command you remain. Witness my power, how Alasna's petty wrath is but a flash compared to my strength. Take my final work to your graves, and let its memory be the last thing you... Just seems to be repeating over and over again.
After like
I
the third or
hastily
fourth
take
time,
that down.
I translate it to the rest of the party, and say he seems to be saying this over and over. I don't know if he'll respond, and I walk up to here and say, in Thessalonian, "Hail! Who are you on the throne?"
The ghostly figure opens his mouth and says, "He is upon us, but I command you remain. Witness my power, how Alasna's petty wrath..." And it just seems to be repeating the same
And
message.
I say, I see that you're not going to be much assistance in answering questions.
Are there any other things moving or appearing to be threats in this room?
No.
Vanya's getting ready to blow up the chair. because she
I
thinks it's a ghost.
ask if I ask Raymond to say it appears that there might be a ghost. Do you have any knowledge of this? I'm not very well versed in religious things.
It's possible that his spirit is somehow, or maybe an echo. I'm not sure.
All right,
I don't
let me
know.
copy and paste this whole message. For any
Sure.
of you that wish
I'll
to-
roll knowledge religion to see if I know anything about this, but I'm gonna guess that this is magical in nature.
Nice.
With a nat 20, you are certain it's magical in nature.
Oh, should I roll Arcana then?
It's like a ghost. I would say,
Planes?
I would take Arcana or Spellcraft.
Well, Spellcraft is my better one, but we'll see. I rolled above a 10, guys.
Hey!
All right.
24. All right, let's see here. That's not me this time. What is that?
Oh, that's me.
Oh, okay.
Also fireworks.
Yep.
That one sounds like a reloads and shots, though. Very much sounded like reloading.
Well, I mean, we do live right next to a naval base, so who
Well, that'll
knows?
I don't think that you can identify the spell, but a 24. Oh, it's 15 plus spell level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or caster level. Mm-hmm. Oh no, yeah, there's no way. It seems to just be an image just repeating over and over. You can probably guess that this is to some degree like a silent image or some sort of illusionary spell that has just been made permanent or is very, very incredibly slowly decaying, considering how old this whole place is. And I would say that with that spellcraft, you would guess that a practitioner able to keep a spell effect like this in place for this long would have to be pretty substantial.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much anything that's been made permanent is going to be nearly impossible for me at my level to get, because it's a 5th level spell to cast permanency.
It's very high.
Everything is like 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th or higher caster level. Okay, well, it appears to be like a mix of spells that have been made permanent, or I think, I'm not entirely certain, but I don't think it's going to be any use to us aside from this message. It keeps repeating.
Alasnist. What does that name mean?
Well, I'm less worried about Alasnist and more worried about his wrath, and I point to the...
You will recall that Alasnist you had seen references to in the Catacombs of Wrath below Sandpoint. And you will remember that the statues seemed somewhat similar to the ones you found here, but instead of being of this old man, they were of a woman.
Perhaps they were rivals?
Perhaps.
Competitors?
I think we've discovered some interesting history about Thessalonia and the different regions. Perhaps we can go to Brokert and see what he knows.
It seems that perhaps take his final work to their graves.
Perhaps both worshippers of that demon Lamashtu, rivaling for her affection.
Perhaps so.
Perhaps. We found interesting, magical features under Sandpoint. There was a sin well or something. I wonder if there might be something similar here. If there is, we should definitely find it and attempt to disable it.
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
Escaping.
Yes.
Is there anything else of interest in the room aside from the ghost, or is that pretty much
that's pretty much it.
Cool. Perhaps next we should get to that skull door, and now that I've seen this man and his references to Alasnist, I think I can guess what's behind it.
Oh, you phased through a wall.
I did phase through a wall.
It's okay.
I return to this room and start petting
spellcasters and your ability to shift planes directly through solid objects.
I get that ability soon.
No, pretty soon. Yeah, you guys return to this L-shaped room, having jotted down the final repeating Force Ghost message, having dealt with Malfeshnikor. You see a pair of double doors to the south, with two skeletal figures. What was the actual? They were like clutching
A skull.
a skull, I think.
Reaching for it or clutching it.
I heal you for 15 more.
Yeah, the southern
Thank
wing
you.
of the L-shaped hallway ends a pair of stone doors carved with the depictions of two skeletons reaching out to clutch a skull between them.
Well, I'm no expert, but it seems like a good time for this.
And I cast protection from evil on everyone.
Okay.
Ooh, I love this. This is great.
Well, maybe not everybody. I guess I don't have it. I don't have mass. Hold on, let me double check how many targets I can pick here.
If you have communal, then it's like split.
Yeah, you split the duration.
I don't think I have communal. I do not. It's one target. Okay, never mind. I will put it on. Let's do you, since he seems to get the attention of all the demon people.
Makes sense.
And now you're
Does-
cured because all the evil has been expunged from your. Just kidding.
I will never.
By cured, do you mean useless?
I'm truly
His
just a
blood
grammar
just starts
teacher.
like coming out of his skin.
You've purged demonic taint. You can now only transform into Eugene.
You are now a level 2 fighter.
If anyone needs help calculating the taxes on their gold,
He's a level 2
Anybody need some
aristocrat.
help setting up a LLC or anything? Need something notarized?
Oh man.
And
I
think when
cast
you
Notary
became-
Public. It's super boring.
The one thing I can cast in everybody is Bless. So I think I'll do that one.
It's a good one.
Big old burst. Everybody gets +1 on attack rolls and saving throws against fear.
Yeah.
Cool.
cool.
This one attack rolls and
Saving throws against fear.
okay.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. I think that's about all I can do for us. Good luck, everyone. Into the skull room, I guess we go.
Is it locked?
Probably fine. It doesn't appear to be locked.
I say
I
someone
will-
should kick it.
Okay.
You're gonna break your ankle.
You can go ahead.
Oh no, it did
I-
hurt quite a lot last time.
You rolled that one.
Ooh, bad idea. Bad idea.
Is anybody opening the door? You guys just deciding who
I
should
will push open the. Well, I wasn't sure if you was gonna like
open.
give it a charge. Blythe will kind of
open.
gently
Oh, sorry.
push it open.
Canadian, you go. No, you go. No, you go. You go.
All
Four
right,
pillars
I'll
support.
proceed.
Four pillars support the dome ceiling of this room. Several dark alcoves containing standing sarcophagi grace the walls, and a statue of a stern man wielding a glaive and holding a book stands in the southern part of the chamber.
This fellow again.
Indeed.
Okay.
Well, I hate it already. Let's go.
I will check for threat.
Okay.
Check for what?
Threat?
Fred.
Threats.
Fred?
Fred?
Looking for danger.
It's very eerie in this room,
Is Fred
but
dangerous?
it is dead silent. You don't notice or hear or see anything menacing, apart perhaps from the looming statues and old architecture and sarcophagi.
Okay. Oh, right. Sarcophagi. That's what those are.
Of course,
Yes.
there's sarcophagi.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing bad ever comes out of those.
As you pass by, Eugen, you get a closer look at this statue here, and you think it once more. It also looks quite a bit like like a statue version of the old ghost that was speaking in the communications room that you had just passed. And as you're beholding it, you hear a creak and a shudder from behind you. And all at once, the sarcophagi...
Bad vibe.
The dancing shadows of the sarcophagi behind you begin to animate themselves.
I fucking knew it!
Yep.
Goblin kill formation, I think. Yeah.
Is this? You know what this reminds me of? Do you guys remember that bridge you were crossing that had like the little golem with red eyes on it? And you guys were like, "This is definitely gonna come to life."
Gotta come to life. It's a trap.
I know this music.
Yeah, I like the Witcher music.
Oh no, I was making a reference to being familiar with or having a good idea of what's about to happen. I actually can't hear any music.
I don't hear it either, but I told it to play.
Maybe I have it turned way down on my end. I was hearing the other.
Well, I don't have mine turned down, and it's still not working.
Yeah, there's been some weird music stuff today.
I feel like the music is...
Hey, Matt, you got your initiative rolled. Congratulations.
Yay!
It looks like there's a creepy shadow on these malformed penises. It's just a bunch of shafts.
Yeah.
Let's just
God,
that's what they were going for.
It does look like
Fucking
a really
penis ghosts.
It looks very much like a very zoomed in penis photo. Wow.
Why is the penis so
It's-
jagged? Like that concerns me.
It's obviously a
it's
demon
the
cock.
thing from
yeah, right. Sorry.
And it's
the thing
undead,
from Fantastic
so.
Four. Big orange rocky penis. Definitely thing from Fantastic Four.
You did. Yeah, you did. You got it.
Did I roll mine?
I don't see it.
Okay, good.
15. Perfect.
Are these dudes supposed to be on there multiple times?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
For multiple dudes. One of the shadows in the sarcophagus just sort of morphs through it and steps forward, seemingly attracted toward the something in Roymond, though nobody can perhaps quite tell what it is yet. But pretty soon it seems to be clear as it reaches out to touch him with incorporeal, shadowy hands reaching into him. It is a 19. I think it's just a regular attack. Well,
I have 18 AC. I don't think Bless gives me anything.
it's just touch.
Oh.
I was gonna say if they're incorporeal.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yep. It's an incorporeal touch attack.
Well, if they're incorporeal, they also do less damage, so.
3 damage.
Ow.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not
that's
bad
smart.
at all.
Because incorporeal does like half damage to corporeal, so it's not gonna hurt much.
And you only take 2 strength damage, so it's
Oh.
great.
Jesus.
There's no save for that?
The save is not getting
Getting-
touched.
It's your AC.
Ouch.
But you can
Your
get
touch AC.
damage back.
Hey,
And I'm
Shadow's
like,
touch deals 1d6 points of strength damage to a living creature. This is a negative
Fuck.
energy effect.
Wow.
Yeah, shadows aren't to
Damn.
be fucked with.
Yeah,
That's
they're-
really powerful.
they aren't to be fucked with indeed. Cardi,
Um,
I'm just gonna play Witcher music in the background and Spotify because this is really annoying me.
That
Like,
works.
sometimes I'll hear it and it'll be like super quiet, and then sometimes I don't hear it at all.
Yeah, that's kind of my experience.
I'm gonna move up to here and cast magic weapon on Blythe's double sword thing.
Yep.
And
Hey,
say perhaps you can hit the shadows with this now.
it came in handy after all. Vanya.
Vanya's gonna 5 foot back this way because I want to be able to escape, and she will drink another extract of targeted bomb admixture, because y'all fucks can't stay out of the way.
Okay.
Mhm.
It is the next Shadow's turn, and this is the one next to Blythe. And it is going to 5 foot here and reach out, and just as Cardi is casting magic weapon on her swords, you just see 2 shadowy arms wrapping around her, attempting to touch her. That's a 22 for 6 points of damage and 2
Eesh.
strength damage.
Gross.
Okay.
Wait, is Damon all the way back there?
Yeah, I've been playing with a wolf. Ben.
Oh my god.
Sven. Oh, you're back near Sven. Sven won't be near you.
Giving them
Well, you removed Sven, so that's...
You snuck up out of line of sight.
Can I charge this thing? Or is it
you
too
have to have
close?
10 feet of movement to the square you
Okay.
end in, so no.
Got ya. All right. Then I am going to 5 foot this way and power attack this thing.
Okay.
And I'm in. And Eugene went into blood rage mode, but did not enlarge because this room is too small.
Okay. Knowledge religion checks for anybody that wishes to.
Would nature or dungeoneering get me anything?
No.
Nope, that's what
Worth
I
a shot.
specifically said.
Untrained.
Roymond, you feel the divine, your divine connection giving you a 1 point of insight boost into this. So you can ask me one question about shadows.
Vulnerability.
You know that they have undead traits and are incorporeal. So as undead, I don't think that they're particularly vulnerable to anything but magic.
Okay.
Or yeah, I think that's it. I mean, maybe like some sorts of like holy attacks, or holy magic. Maybe could do more. Although the name of those specific spells elude me at the moment.
Okay.
So the attack roll that it did is correct, but I had forgotten to change the dice back for large form, so it's only 2d6.
Okay. Did you enrage?
So I enraged. Yes.
Okay. Did you demonic bulk?
I did not, because the
Okay.
room's not big enough for
Okay.
me to take up that much
Well,
space.
regardless, you're gonna hit it either way as you swing your sword through it. So, what is the damage modifier supposed to be?
It's supposed to be plus 13 for power attack.
Even when you're just enraged, even when you're not demonic.
Right.
Okay, that's fucking bullshit. Why did I let you do this? 23 damage.
Well, that's with 3 dice, so I re-rolled it.
22 damage.
Yeah, so it could be just 18 or however. If you want to just
18
take the
with
1,
5.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Incorporeal.
Is your weapon magic?
No, it's masterwork made out of fireforged steel, but it's magic. I don't.
You feel your sword swing through it with a mighty slash, but it just passes easily through this shadow and doesn't appear to find any purchase.
Damn.
Blythe.
All right. Well, Blythe is freaked out and going to double attack.
Okay.
She's got a shiny new magic sword, and these are undead.
Mm-hmm.
This is your
Don't
jam.
forget bless.
Oh yeah,
Check and make sure I have that
am
up.
blessed.
Plus
I don't know
one.
if that.
It won't affect it because like regular weapons will not hit on incorporeal things.
Correct.
Non-magical weapons.
Damn. Well, the second one hits.
Magic
Well,
weapon
I guess
also gives
the
you +1
first one
enhancement
could.
bonus, so it's also
+1 in addition to the masterwork +1?
it would be the same as having a +1
Instant,
weapon.
yeah, it's a +1 magic weapon.
So
Okay,
it would
so-
be
+1 to hit, +1 damage.
Right.
Okay.
Correct. And then plus 1
So
for bless.
yeah, that's already included.
Okay.
Okay, so what are the rolls?
13 and 24 to hit.
Did you take your strength damage into account?
I put it in roll 20. I don't know what it would technically add up to being.
That's fine.
Yeah,
As
because
long
there's
as
a
you put it
minus
in roll
2.
20, it's fine.
Yeah, there's a minus 2 on it.
Okay. So it's a what are the rolls? The final rolls?
13 and 24.
Okay. The 13 misses as you kind of get it. You bash one end against the stone wall next to you, and you avoid hitting Eugene, who just came to swing through it. But the 23 hits, and while it doesn't
11
swipe
damage.
away as much as you would have expected, it definitely swipes a bit of the shadow away, and you hear this just kind of ethereal, like screeching in your ears as you swipe a piece of this demonic or of this undead spirit away.
Even magic does less?
Magic does half.
Magic weapons?
Magic does
Oh,
half.
okay.
Yeah. Yep.
No. But it does do
Incorporeal
something. It does a whole bunch more than what you did before.
Which was nothing.
Yeah.
No, I pricked his ankle.
Which was 0. All right, this one here floats out of the sarcophagi and steps up behind Eugene and tries to give him the shadow hug.
Don't let it touch you.
16 to your touch AC.
You have protection from evil.
Oh, you guys all or yeah, whoever.
No, just him.
Just him.
So he has +2 to his AC.
I think that also works to touch, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If they're summoned evil creatures, then it's even better. I don't think they're summoned though.
Let's see. So my AC is
your touch AC would be with no armor or anything. It would just be your 10 plus dex. So your ability to not get touched.
right. So it's just 9 plus the
Plus 2, so it's 11.
Yeah.
So the 16 will hit you. You take 1 point of damage, and you take 5 points of strength damage.
Yikes.
Oh shit.
Cheese and rice.
How do I notate that in roll 20?
Yeah, if you go to your stats, and it's got the strength, and you can add the modifiers there. There are rows for damage and drain. Drain is worse. Drain is you need like restoration spells. Damage can be healed by resting, but basically it temporarily lowers that stat.
Oh, that sucks.
So 5 to your strength is really brutal as you feel this shadowy force sink into you, and while its hands are in your body, you feel briefly like you are dying. And this cold, chilling effect just sort of flows through your body as it takes a swipe of your life essence out of you.
Oh.
Sven, I think, is just chilling, I'm assuming.
Yep, Sven will run and hide in the dimly lit room because he has a candle.
Roymond is not chilling. Roymond
is flipping out.
Yep.
Active, not
I
chill.
think we need to run.
Run?
Yeah, run away.
I can't hit these bastards.
Ah!
There's shadows even on the surface. I'm sure they would follow us out. I'm going to use energy body.
Okay.
Roymond becomes a light elemental.
Don't you have the double-sided token?
I do.
He does.
He's still wearing all his armor and stuff. He just looks
It
like
becomes
a
a
light
reverse shadow.
Yeah. Everything in the room gets 1 light stage brighter. I now have the elemental subtype. Undead creatures attempting to strike me with their body or a handheld weapon take 1d6 plus 4 points of positive energy damage.
Very convenient.
They seem to be
That's
attracted
dope.
to me, so I'm gonna just fucking
Mm-hmm.
make it worse.
Very good.
That is my turn.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's now bright
Whoa.
light.
Spin, you're hiding now. Oh,
You feel these shadows as you burst into this bright light. They seem to like briefly just kind of shrink and become a little bit like wispier and wavier as you just go up like a very small sun in the middle of this chamber. But then they quickly seem to sort of rally and be even more attracted to you.
Bring it on.
well, Spin, I guess I gotta go find my companions. They're not here anymore. And I'll move and try to find you guys.
Okay. You're just fully lost 2 rooms away.
No, I've been hanging out with the dog. I even said it in chat that I was playing with the dog.
No, the way you said I have to find my friends, I was like,
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not.
It's just like, wait, where is everyone?
You
Yeah.
hear screaming and wailing from another room. Ah!
Yeah, my turn.
You just moved?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, you still have a standard action.
You have another action.
Oh, kind of like
Or you can move
double move?
closer.
You can move closer.
Run. Charge.
You can
Charge means I have to go in a
Charge is
straight line.
Charge is a full round action, so she
Oh,
can't
right.
charge them. And I don't remember if you can charge through an ally's square.
I don't think so.
You can pass
You-
through them unobstructed, so I would assume so.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. But it's still a full round action. She already used 1 move to
Right.
get to where she is.
So if I move here, is that gonna provoke? Because it's right there by him.
No,
It- Not to your knowledge.
that would not normally provoke normal enemies. because you can
Unless this
through.
creature has 10-foot reach, you wouldn't have passed through a threatened square.
Okay. Cool. Well then that is it.
Since it doesn't attack you, you can probably infer that it does not have 10-foot reach. There's a pillar between you and it, which probably would inhibit attacks to some degree, but might save you from attacks to some degree. All
Oh, hello everybody.
right, so is this
Thank
shadow's
you,
next?
Ray.
This shadow, seeing Roymond go up like a candle, is going to attack him. It's an 8 to hit. Against
That
touch
will
AC.
miss.
And it will miss. It appears that even the shadows are blinded to some degree by this uproar. Cardi.
Cardi, you will cast invisibility on himself,
Okay.
so that I can move around this room more freely.
Okay.
I call out from my invisible state. Hold 1 second. I think I can help. And then Cardi vanishes.
Good.
Vanya.
I do the thing. See if it has any effect on them. I have no idea whether my bombs will affect them.
Okay.
They will affect them real good.
I'm using fire bombs. Because maybe light and shadow, I don't know.
This is targeted too, right? So it just
Yes.
it's them. 17 is going to hit. It
18
explodes.
damage, 12. Yeah, or 18 to hit, 12 damage, sorry.
I have no reason to believe, from what I've seen, that incorporeal creatures are not affected by energy damage.
They are.
They're affected normally?
Yeah, it's just like casting a spell at them.
Okay. That's about what I expected. So which one? You
The one that's closest to me.
Okay. You hit him, and you see the flames. You target it so that it explodes on the pillar, and all the flames splash directly into this thing's face. And you see it just kind of wilt, and some of the smoky shadows seem to burn up, if that's even possible. As it goes up. I believe it is this shadow's turn, so it's going to also likewise take a swipe at this. Try to douse this light being in shadow. 9 to hit.
That's a whiff.
That's going to be a whiff. Does nothing.
Um,
Jin.
I do have a question. So energy body says when they strike, if a undead, blah 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 blah, an undead creature is striking you with its body or a handheld weapon, does that mean if it connects a hit, it takes damage?
My sense is that since they are making a touch attack, that if they miss, they don't touch your
Okay,
body.
that's fair.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Eugene. But perhaps you see where I'm going with this.
Well, slashing definitely didn't do much to it.
So something that you might not know that you can do, Matt, is you can also you can delay your turn to another point in the round order.
Can I make a 5-foot move and delay my turn?
Okay. You can technically have to ready an action if you did
can
that.
ready an action.
Okay. And who's the person that said they could help me?
Cardi called out that I could help you, but then you saw Cardi vanish, and that's all you know.
Right.
Another option that you have that you may not be aware of is called total defense action, and that's literally you just defending yourself, and it increases your AC. It makes you hard to hit.
Yeah. So where you're not focusing, but it means is you're focusing your entire attention on avoiding being hit.
Yeah. That sounds like a good thing to do, standing in the middle of the room, and then I don't have to leave from inside, which is maybe kind of helpful. I'm blocking that, but
yeah.
Okay. I'll do a total defense action.
And specifically, it's a dodge bonus, so it applies to touch AC. It's +4.
Right.
Okay.
It's very good. Live.
All right, I'm going to give another 2 swings at this here shadowy thing.
Okay.
Magic missile. Damn.
Oh boy.
Damn.
All right. That is 19 total. And a crit confirms. So that is 23. So half of that. Okay. Damn.
11. Same as Vanya.
Okay. So you brandish your magical weapon, and as you're doing so, you seem to scoop like little bits of light that are coming off of Roymond into your attack, and this thing doesn't even see him coming, and you feel this like effervescent, like wispy light coming off of your halfling companion who's just turned into a light elemental. And you like almost scoop it and smash it into this shadow. And it just shrieks and seems to just sort of almost like little bits of it are like exploding into dark pulses.
This is so cool.
All right, I think it's this guy at the bottom's turn, and he is going to reach out to try to scoop up a little bit more of Eugene.
All right.
That is an 8.
Aha!
Wow, they cannot roll right now.
It's
Don't say that. Wait till the one near me.
Good Lord.
Strength stuff's no joke.
They're doing really bad. Sven, I assume is hiding.
Yeah.
Roymond.
At least come help me put that together.
Okay.
We'll wrap up at the end of this combat.
Okay.
We're running a little long.
Sorry, what did you say, Whitney?
Oh, nothing. I was just
okay. Roymond. Need to mark down a round here. Roymond is going to use a touch attack, basically. Let's see, how does this work? Using unarmed strikes or natural weapons. So I guess a fist?
Yep, I assume.
Do I have that in here? I'll just do melee roll. Against the one nearest me. So that's actually a 10 with bless.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's not enough to land on the shadow.
Okay.
Damon.
Well, I still have a move.
Oh, my bad.
I'm going to actually use the move to heal myself, because I can do that, but you can move on. That's fine.
Okay. Damon.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna take a 5-foot step here, and then I'm gonna try to swing at that creature.
Okay.
Eh. Eh.
And you have a magic sword, right?
A +1.
Okay. That's gonna hit. And it will deal 5 points of damage. As you swipe a little bit more of the shadowy, and this thing is almost like a candle of shadow right now. And it is going to take a swing at you right back. 11 touch AC.
No.
Okay. It misses. Cardi.
Cardi, invisible and emboldened, will step around to Eugene and reach out, touching his weapon, casting magic weapon,
Okay.
and say,
nice.
"Your weapon is magical now too. You should be able to hit them again."
Okay, and I don't believe that breaks
should not break
invisibility either.
invisibility.
It's not a hostile
Oh
action.
my god, that's
Anya.
awesome.
It's really good.
Boom, baby.
Yeah, please throw more of your boom babies.
Boom babies are good.
Mm-hmm.
They're very strong boom babies.
With
touch
Bless,
is-
that's a 13.
Boy.
That one sails wide, and the shadows seem to dodge around this.
Yeah.
Where's it? What? It just misses,
It's
right? 'Cause it's targeted.
Yeah, it's targeted, so it
It
doesn't.
smashes
Really?
the wall behind you.
They
It
have
doesn't
more than
go up.
13 touch AC. Damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one will try to grab at Blythe again.
No, pay attention to me.
It's a 9.
That won't do it.
So it's gonna miss anyway.
Yay!
Man, these guys cannot roll above a 5.
Good.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Dude,
I
they're
feel-
rolling
already
I-
lost
I-
2
I-
strength.
4, 7, 5. They're rolling terrible.
My,
I
how
feel
the
that
turns have
pain.
tabled.
Eugene,
All right, I'm gonna greatsword attack this thing.
which one?
Are any of them dead yet?
Nobody's dead, or
Okay.
none of them are dead either.
Then yeah, this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
assuming you mean this one right in front of you.
Correct.
Nice.
Oh, that's how you
Did I
right?
did good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
As,
18.
the greens are a crit threat, and then you rolled a crit on your
That's
crit
2
confirm.
nat 20s, dude.
That's
Right.
2 nat
Roll
20s in a row.
right?
Holy
One in-
shit!
1 in 400 chance.
Roll it again.
Yeah. You like draw your sword back as you finally decide you can't wait anymore, and as you're swinging it, Cardi casts magic weapon on it, and you see like this golden light just like overtake your weapon as you bring it down on this shadow, and it just explodes in a puff of shadowy smoke, and you just hear a screeching roar of pain as it
Finally,
dissipates
I hit
and
something.
expires. Blythe.
Okay. Can I stand in Royman's square since he is an elemental?
You can move through
You
my
move
square.
through it.
And that will heal you.
Yeah, I just was gonna try an attack. I think. Sorry, I should have figured this out before.
I'm actually curious. What happens if she tries to step in my square?
She
She
can't.
couldn't. She just can't.
Okay.
She'd run
I
into
am
you
going
and
to
fall into an adjacent square.
Move to here, so I have a bit of an advantage
Mm-hmm.
because I am now on the east side,
Yep. East side.
and I will just do one attack.
Okay. Oh.
Damn.
Wait,
Plus
bless.
modifier.
Bless?
Bless is included.
Oh.
Should
You
have
also
all
plus 1 modifier for being uphill. Is that included?
Yes, I added that.
Damn it.
I know. I mean, DM could.
DM could cheat for you, which he will not do.
Good. I'm good.
Yeah, so as you bring your sword down on him for 5 points. It wouldn't be rounded up, right?
No, it's always round down.
All right. All right.
I appreciate it though.
Yeah, you tried. Or you did well, but
Kept it up.
no
That's all you
credit.
can ask
The shadow at the top, once again, is now surrounded, although he doesn't know it, with Cardi in the way. We'll try to reach out and expunge Roymond, possibly for the last time. Is a 15 to hit touch AC?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. That deals 5 damage to you as the shadow interferes with you. What happens if somebody passes through your square?
If a ally passes through my square, they get healed. If he attacks me and connects, he takes. Right now, he just took 7 points of positive energy damage.
Yes, that's what I thought would happen.
Which should deal double because he's undead or something like that. I don't know.
As this creature is about to you feel your strength being beginning to be pulled out of you. But as it does, your light seems to sizzle through what remains of this shadow, and it falls. So you will take the 5 damage, but you will not take strength damage.
Oh, actually, that makes sense because it goes off right when I take the damage.
Yeah,
and the strength is after.
Well, the strength, it's supposed to. It would suck the strength out of you, but it died before that aspect.
How much damage I take?
5 points of regular HP damage. Sven, and now your turn, Roymond.
Okay. I am actually gonna. How do I dismiss this? What kind of action is it to dismiss my? It's got to be free.
I thought it was free when we went over it before.
It's been so long. You may return to normal as a free action.
Okay.
So I will use my move action to heal myself. That seems wise before I dismiss it.
Okay.
I didn't take very much, but
Okay. Are you moving?
Be ashamed to waste it. What? That is the move action. I can't.
Oh, okay. So that's your turn.
No, I still have a standard. Yeah. Halfling man. So I guess I can. Oh, can I reach it? Bro. I'm gonna poke it.
Okay.
Wait, my stick isn't magic. Never mind. No, I won't.
You can try.
Nothing would happen, but you could try.
I will. I'll take total defense. That's fine.
Damon.
Ooh, okay, so you said charge, so it's a straight line, and then it's a +2 on my attack?
Correct.
Alrighty. And it's -2 on my AC?
Correct.
-2 to your AC, yep. And I think that would be your touch AC as well.
Oh, shit.
That's a 20.
Okay, you definitely hit. Does that include Bless?
No, it doesn't.
I'm guessing not. It says 18, so that's 9 points of damage. Yeah, this thing's not looking too great as you come charging through your buddies, and you carry a little bit of this remaining light energy with you as you slash through this shadow, and it is on its absolute last legs. I don't think this is even the right shadow because Tanner tried to warn me, but I fucked up.
Shadow go bye-bye.
So that one should be gone. Cardi.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast this through Damon. I will break my invisibility to cast Ray of Frost on this guy.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh.
Attack bonus from that? No, I guess you don't because you're not a rogue or anything.
Well, he would be flat-footed to me, so.
True.
But it's versus touch.
Yeah, but it doesn't give you any extra damage. It just gives you.
Correct.
Just gives you a bonus.
No damage bonus.
Okay.
But it's still 4 damage.
For the first time ever, Cardi
killed things before.
Cardi casts Ray of Frost.
And I killed things with Ray of Frost.
Oh, man,
He's clearly trolling you, dude.
He sees this shadow seem to get frozen in this ray of frost somehow, and dissipates and falls into little black ice cubes on the ground. And we will put a pin in it there, I think, for this session.
Yeah, that was good.
Eugen, you did a really clutch move. So proud of you.
Oh, Cardi?
No, he's
No,
talking
well,
about
I was
Matt.
saying Eugen's.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Finally
Well
did something.
rolled.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Hopefully you don't get murdered in your sleep.
Sometimes we
Hopefully not.
No,
we flood over a little bit, but we'll have to discuss scheduling stuff, Matt, next time. I'm not entirely sure what your hard limits are.
No, I'm not either.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Good answer.
I love the honor.
No worries. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.
All right,
Cheers.
All
man.
right.
See ya.
Bye.
Later.
All right.
Later.
Yeah. And we'll
Stop
deal with
the recording.